I think it's better. Hopefully it's better now. Yo, that joke made us laugh really
Yeah.
hard off stream. A high five. I have to add it back. I think I might still have it. Let's see. Image.
Why are you stealing this from us?
High five. I'm sorry. I got rid of it because I actually don't have a good excuse. Is it still laggy or is it okay?
What's that on my end? Everyone else, please.
It's better. All we had to do is restart it. See, that's when we start early, so we can. What up? Bam, bam, bam. I'm high fiving your face.
I can't tell. Wait,
3 high fives. Yeah, you got it.
Bam.
Yeah, we got it. I want to get aliens and stuff to fly through. Any other suggestions for things you want on stream that have to do with outer space? Let me get my sensor cleaning. 1 second, Connor, take over BRB.
Okay. Well, now that I am a nice, delicious rotisserie chicken from Parker and everyone else, how are we all doing? Do we enjoy this week's challenge? Because Armen is such a nice dude. Y'all are gonna love him. Hi, Emma. How we doing, Emma? Got hugging the baby in the charge. Marissa, what? Marissa, I like to think of myself as a toddler. I'm at least 2 years old. Please, please. Everyone's submitted this week. Yo, Jeremy, right? Like, you know that life now. Like, we had some really crazy ones, all the anime ones. And he's back. Everyone be quiet.
What? Yo, all right. I've got 3 sensor cleanings today. 3 sensors redeemed. Number 1.
Emma, that's more than fair.
We've got the camera. We've got Windex. We're gonna clean it. Just gonna clean it on the inside.
Whoa,
perfect.
Steve.
He's got 1.
Steve, thank you.
Oh, Steve with the subs. Thank you, Steve. Oh my God, that's gonna break the whole stream. Did you see?
Oh no! I'm looking at it now.
Steve, thank you.
God.
Number 2, sensor clean. All right, we got the duster. Perfect, perfect, good. That's a clean sensor. And number 3, obviously the best thing. We're good. We're good.
I know it's good, but like
my sensor's clean.
Twitch.
Everything's what? I hope that wasn't too loud.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Oh wow, that was a Steve broke the stream. Yeah, Steve did break the stream. Everybody is now subscribed that's here. It even gave subscriptions away to people who might not even be here.
It's just like we have to give it to someone. Can you imagine being in a random like gamer stream and just getting sub for this guy called El Macias?
Yeah, you're like, wait, what's going on? What's happening?
Popular.
Okay, cool. Well, Connor, why don't you tell us about our guest today?
All right. Well,
Armen.
Armen is first off super talented, really excellent photographer, guys. If you couldn't guess already. Super chill dude. He has been published in so many crazy, like Billboard. I think it was Rolling Stones at one point. Yes, you got it, lasagna. Let's go, Adam.
I got you, bro.
No. Overall, very chill dude, and I think we're gonna definitely have a blast with him being on, guys. Like, I'm gonna just say.
Yeah, we talked to him a little bit. We always talk to the guests. Oops, desk is going down. We always talk to the guests a little bit before they got here, and he's very excited. So thank you guys for submitting on Twitter and everything. It's freaking awesome. We love seeing you guys everywhere.
You guys made his like week by like tagging him, so like, thank you for that. He was very appreciative of that.
Sorry, you can't do anything with the sensor dust right now because I don't have anything turned on. But
what am I gonna spend all the sensor dust in? I have a.
I'm gonna start turning it on the solo streams because you know. All right.
Yeah, I have it on.
I already got you. We'll put a little water in here.
Please do.
So a little bit. So a little bit of water, and then we'll dry it out. I got you.
Okay.
All right, got it, Connor.
I can't. Adam, please!
What
are you doing?
We're cleaning the sensor, dude.
Oh my God.
What if this was actually one of my cameras that I used? I like looked and I was like, oh, it said Mark III or something. I was like, oh, great.
Oh, oops, wrong body.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh crap.
Oh well.
Yeah, the Windex was the key. Like that's the best one.
I think if you just blew it in like an old Nintendo cartridge, I think that's all you need to do.
Yeah, you just blow on it, right?
Blow on it. Recommended after taking a big glug of water.
Water won't break the can. You don't know this. Cannons are weather sealed. They're what? Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
you know what? I wasn't thinking ahead. You smart. This is why we
Yeah,
have
dude.
you here.
Dude. Yeah. That's just how it works. You gotta clean the sensors.
I'm slacking on this technology of weather sealed the whole camera, inside and out.
How did it? How come all the chat colors changed to pink? What's going on here?
Besides Emma's,
Yeah.
Emma's just a little special. What can you say?
Yeah. What's
I'm
up,
not sure why
Floofy?
that is. Yo, Odin, what's good,
All right,
son?
everybody, give a warm welcome to Armen. We need to get like a welcome thing. I guess just clean your sensors in honor of a guest. We've got Armen joining us. 3.
We need an air horn. It's a little air horn
I
noise.
think I have one.
We should welcome. Hello.
I just played the air horn. Sorry if that was really loud.
I didn't even hear it.
You guys can't hear it, but the stream gets to hear it. What's up, Armen?
Oh, kind of sad.
You're muted. I muted you. It automatically mutes you when you come in, so it's not your fault. I should turn that off.
Okay, all right, there we go. Now people can hear me.
Yeah.
Let's
What's up,
go.
dude?
He's back.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. Long time no talk.
Wow, Connor was very excited. He said, "Good."
If Connor ever doesn't respond fully, it's because he's probably doing some multitasking thing where he's like posting something
Right.
somewhere. And
I'm only using all 3 of my arms right now. It's okay, but I'm only human, guys. Come on.
Yo, Adam, I don't know what you just did there on the stream. I was watching you pour water into your camera. Is that
yeah,
is that like the magic sauce? Is that how you get it going?
dude. So okay, because you use Twitch, you know how people have like channel points that are
Right.
like different
Right.
currencies. So on ours is sensor dust. So people
I
can
see.
clean their sensors by paying some of their dust, and when they do it, I'll clean a sensor. And everybody just but it full disclaimer, it is a broken camera. Sorry to ruin it for everybody. It's an old broken camera, but I still clean the sensor for fun. So that's what we were just messing around. But yeah, you
love
figured
it.
us out. What's up?
Adam, I
Dude,
see
I
you
saw it and I was
crying.
like, "Oh my god!"
Wait,
He's like,
what's
"Man,
up?
Adam?" I was like, "Adam's been getting like free cameras and stuff. Like
Yeah.
just pouring water in it and like ruthless, just going in."
I was actually as I looked at it, I was like, I should probably check if it's like a 2 or it's a 2. So it's my old roommate gave me like a few cameras that were broken. I was like, I'll use those. They sit on my
Right.
I use them as like a house decoration. I don't have a house, but an apartment decoration. I just put them on the wall, kind of.
It just makes the space look bigger and you
Yeah.
look more artsy. When someone walked in, they'll see it and be like, "Wow, this
Wow, I
guy's
wonder if this
really
guy does.
serious."
Yeah, this guy does
Just
photography.
photographer.
Yeah,
Not just like collecting bodies, putting water in them.
yeah.
I love it.
That would be a weird YouTube channel. It'd be like, we destroy expensive things with, I don't know. It's probably is a channel, huh?
Dude, they have it and they do it in slow-mo, so they cut things in half. So
Oh
I
yeah,
like-
the slow motion people,
yeah.
or
but
like
they
the
cut,
crushing thing.
Yeah.
Steam.
No, there's a lot of people that enjoy to break stuff for a living, and people pay them. I feel like that would have been my childhood dream come true. Like I just want to break stuff, and I want people to pay me for it.
Yeah, usually we have to pay other people once we break their expensive stuff.
Right.
We can switch it around. We'll be only catering to photographers. We'll only have slow motion water pouring in sensors. I'll get them.
Super
Niche.
niche market, yeah.
Super.
Super niche. It's okay. You only have to get one sponsor in your set.
Yeah, that's great. Canon, send
That
us a
is
camera
cool.
every stream. We'll destroy it.
That
Well,
part
cool.
with this artsy.
Well, I just want to say a quick thing. So this is Armen, photographer. How do I say your last name? Armen.
Keleshian.
Armen Keleshian. This is his photograph. You guys edited all week. So today we're going to interview him, kind of talk with him a little bit. Then we'll talk about the image. Then he'll edit it for us live, which is awesome. And then afterwards, if you have any questions, go for it. Throughout the stream, if you have any questions, go for it. I'm Adam. Connor's the co-host. And this is Armen. So yeah, let's take it away. Armen, where are you?
I'm currently in my bedroom in LA.
Yes.
Just
Are you
hanging
in your
out.
bed?
I'm not in my bed. No, I'm just sitting at a desk, which is
Oh.
very close to my bed. So
Nice.
I'm using this white backdrop right now.
Dude, I'm in the same
Um,
position. I'm in my room. So
I love it. I mean, yeah, this is pretty much where I've been hanging out. You know, doing a lot of Zoom meetings, talking to people. But yeah, man, I'm in LA. I'm out here.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, thank you for joining us on a Sunday. It's kind of a nice Sunday. Like, everybody in chat is super chill. Pretty much everybody comes here every Sunday. We just hang out, talk about stuff, and make fun of Connor. So,
This is.
It wouldn't be a stream if you didn't roast me a few times like a rotisserie chicken.
I mean, you need content, right? You need people to tune in for something. So.
yeah.
You know what? I'll be the punching bag. Someone has to do it.
No, but it's good, man. I'm good to be like out here talking to you guys. You know, talking to people in the chat. It's better than playing video games all day. So just kind of. You know,
What do you, if you don't mind sharing, what do you play?
play a lot of Call of Duty. It's been the
Yeah.
Yes,
game of
boy.
quarantine. Everyone's been on Call of Duty grind. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty good at it, but I'm not good enough to start streaming.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good at it with playing with friends and stuff. So.
Are you good enough yet to know how bad you actually are? Do you know what I mean?
Not-
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're really good at a game until you realize how bad until you get really good and you're like, oh, I suck.
Right.
You like
yeah. I watch a lot of Twitch channels and a lot of professional gamers. And I'm like, yeah, there's no way I could do that. I don't know how fast these people are moving, how they're doing.
Dude.
Like, it's impossible. So
it's
Dude,
crazy,
he's
right?
bluffing us right now. I guarantee if we were to play a game right now, he'd just destroy us right now.
Just right. Well, yeah, that's not a very high bar to set. Beating us at a game is a very high bar to set, but
Man.
yeah.
man, we could play together. I can help you guys level up if you'd like.
Oh my god.
Yo, Adam, you do not deny that hand. He's reaching out. You got to grab it.
Okay,
Look, man.
Can I tell you why I stopped playing Call of Duty?
Please.
Okay, so for a while I just play zombies. I played the one, I forget what edition it was. It was a theme park. I would play like 8-hour games. There was a glitch where you could hide in a slide. I would love it, and I would play with this guy from DC. And then one day I was like, yeah, I'm like 28 or something. He's like, whoa, dude, you're really old to be doing this. And I was like, damn. So then I just started playing with my friends. I was like, I love games. I grew up on games. I'll play them for the rest of my life till I die. But that really hit me
Adam
hard.
lost.
I'm 28 right now, so I'm like,
See?
I'm playing a lot of video
You know
games.
the
I'm playing
vibe?
it right now. I know the vibes, man.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
go.
Damn, like there's only so many
Spaceland,
Netflix
yes.
shows and stuff you can watch on TV, and you want to talk to your friends when you're playing and having fun. So you get to talk to them when you're playing video games, and you get to scream with each other
Dude,
and argue,
yes.
and it just feels like normal life.
It's like a hangout.
It is. It really is. I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm so drawn to play it is because all my really close friends, all my really good friends, we just hang out. We just open some beers, hang out, play some Call of Duty, kill some dudes, die, blame each other, and then go to sleep.
Dude, I used to do it with touring friends, and I totally know what you mean. Like, get home, play Call of Duty. It reminds me of how, like, granted, there's probably guys who do it, but it's predominantly girls who watch the show The Bachelor. They just hang out with their friends and watch it, but the most of the time they're just talking. It's the same way I play Call of Duty. It's like the goal isn't to be the best Call of Duty player. Well, maybe it is,
Right.
but the goal is to just hang out.
It's
fun,
just going back to the basement days where you're just there with your homies. You have no worries.
Wait, yeah, Armen, where are you from? Have you lived here your whole life, or are you from somewhere else?
Man, that's a loaded question.
All right, where were you born?
I was born in Boston.
Okay.
When I was 5, my parents moved to Beirut, Lebanon, where they're from originally.
Hopefully they took you with them, or did they not?
They I didn't have a choice at the time, so.
I'm 5. I'm out.
I'm out.
Jeez.
I grew up there, actually, majority of my life. I've been in LA for 8 years now, so I moved out here when I was like 21 years old.
Okay.
But yeah, I grew up in the Middle East for the vast majority of my life. That's where I started doing this. This is where the photography thing came in, and it wasn't a big scene out there. I started interning and sneaking my camera into shows when I was like 15, 16, the natural way of how you become music and concert photographer. You sneak your camera in, you argue with security, you try to get a wristband, local publications, and then it turned into a local radio station, which ended up being, they ended up being bought out by iHeart. So it was like the biggest in the Middle East at the time.
What's it called?
It's called Mix FM. I don't know if it's still called Mix FM to this day, but iHeart bought them out at the time.
Oh, iHeart. I didn't hear you say iHeart. I thought
no.
iCart or something. I was like, I don't know what that is.
No.
Okay, iHeart. I know what that is.
The radio station is Mix FM, and Yeah, one of my buddies who's a comedian had a show on there.
Oh,
He
cool.
was probably like 21 at the time. I was like 16 years old, and he'd be like, "Yo, I'm gonna go host a show if you want to come, take some pictures or whatever."
You're like, yes.
When he Dude, so when he landed the gig on the radio station, those guys were the organizers of all the events, all the concerts, all the big parties, all that stuff. So I just kind of got tapped in, and they let me shoot a show for them. First show I ever shot for them was Shakira. She came to Lebanon to perform, and I got some crazy shots.
That's a good start.
I
Oh
don't,
wow.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
right?
A
It was
very
a
mild
big
start.
deal, dude. Like a very big
Connor
deal
loves
for me. I was
Shakira.
like, dude, she's awesome. If you ever get to watch her like perform live, honestly, like
I would
work
love
of
to.
art.
She's like I mean, she's not like a superstar. She is a superstar. Doesn't she live in like Europe somewhere?
I don't know. She probably does. I mean, she probably lives in Spain with her husband. But her husband's a professional soccer player. I don't know if you guys know that, but
I do now.
Yeah.
now you know, right? So yeah, man, I got to shoot her, and they liked my photos, and then I shot 30 Seconds to Mars, and then Evanescence, and it slowly started growing.
Yeah, because I
Um,
imagine like if an international act makes it to Beirut, it's not a small one for the most part.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe like it's not like you can be like, hey, I'm gonna tour the UK and Beirut. It's like not a very easy place to get to.
So the best way I can explain this to you is, for a while before all the political turmoil and all the bad stuff that's going on to this day,
Yeah.
Lebanon was a great spot. It was like the Vegas of the Middle East. Everyone came to hang out. Like, you'll go to the club on a random Saturday night, and Snoop Dogg's there hanging out with Paris Hilton. Like, they'd just come down to kick it in Beirut for a couple of nights.
That's
Like,
sick.
it was, party
It was a
capital of
spot.
Middle East for sure. At the time, I was like 13, 14 when it was like popping, but it kept going. Yeah, from 16 till like 18 or 19, I was heavily involved, like over there. And that's where I got my start.
Hmm.
Um, it's very interesting how I went into the hip hop world, because I was shooting all the shows. Like, pop was big, rock was big at the time, and all these big bands are coming. I was sneaking in, making fake passes to get my way through the door or whatever.
Full disclaimer: we don't condone that, guys. But if it worked at the time, it's a little bit harder to do
Right.
nowadays than it was back then. But
none of the electronic scanning stuff existed back then.
I just gotta
And I
say,
mean,
yeah,
I'm also
That's
talking
like-
about a third world country.
yes,
So I
different.
highly
It's
do
totally
not-
different stuff. Yeah,
Completely
you say-
different. Please don't do it now. It's very bad if you try it over here. I've seen people get kicked out, and a bunch of like legal things come after it. So definitely don't
Yeah.
do that. But so yeah, at the time, it just kind of got my foot in the door, and I met a bunch of people. And when I moved out to LA, I started hitting all these people up: the managers, the artists, DJs, the homies that hang out with the artists.
you're like, I'm here. I'm from over there, but
Give
I'm
me
here
work.
now. Yeah,
Give me work. This is America, land of opportunities, whatever. So
That hustle though, right there.
I mean, that's the only way to
What up,
do
Mark?
it, right? I genuinely didn't know like anyone here that was in that business, so just kind of hit everyone up. This music video turned into that show, turned into come hang out with us.
Networking.
Right?
You're
That's
walking
all
us
it
through your
is.
networking path. It's important shit.
Networking.
That I mean,
I think
I'm saying that's what it is. This is right. That you're like literally. This is networking.
Absolutely.
Verbalized. That's what you're walking us through, which is
Absolutely.
kind of cool. It's cool to hear everybody's like
But-
path.
Right.
But that's essentially the business right there.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that came out of it was a lot of people that tell me that the reason why they wanted to hire me or bring me on or whatever, and they're like, because you're just like a cool dude, you're not invasive, like you don't get in people's face with your camera, and you just hang out. So people tell me like, you're like the homie, just come by. And so in the beginning I used to go, and I wouldn't get paid, just like everyone else that's starting out. I was just like, this is a golden opportunity, I got to go build my portfolio and build a name for myself. So
Yeah.
I would just go hang out with people, go to shows, know the opening act of another big act, and get an access, all access or photo pass or whatever. Every time I was given a photo pass, I never went to the photo pit, because I was like, I want to see how far I could push this, like to get back.
Where can this pass get me?
Right? Yeah, like let me see how crazy I can get with this, because like eventually they're gonna just tell you to go back to the photo pit, and I'm like, why am I just gonna stand there? Let me just go around and try to figure it out. So yeah, man, that's just kind of like, it was all networking. It's all about like who you know, how well you are with people, and how good your work is. And mainly it's all referrals and word of mouth for me. Like, that's how I really got to where I am, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we won't
so
fully go into how you photographed this photo until later because that's a conversation for in 16 minutes. But we'll keep talking about all this stuff. Connor, did any questions come up after he explained his kind of path? What's your vibe?
Well, I had a question, but
Yeah, I know you
like,
do. That's why I'm coming at you.
Please do.
So everyone's always asking like, what mistakes should I not make? Because no one wants to make mistakes, but there's of course mistakes that you need to make that get you to where you are that you learn. Is there like a big mistake in your life that you probably needed to help push you past the next level? Like, oh man, this big mistake actually
I
led
knew
me
he'd
to
have
like
a
this
deep
bigger show.
question. I knew
I
he'd
love
have a
it.
good one.
No,
Yeah, he's
I
got
love
good
it.
ones. He's got
That's a
good
great
ones. Yeah, he's
question.
got
I
good
love
ones.
it. I love it. I love it. No one, I've done like a bunch of podcast interviews, whatever. Like no one's asked me anything like that, so I love it. It's
I
like very
appreciate, I'm just interested. I just want to know what's in your guys' brains.
two things
Well,
really.
chill out.
Like two big, right? Yeah, two
Yeah.
big mistakes. First one was how do I say this? No one owes you anything. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah.
they hire you, they owe you money, obviously. But like people are helping you out. Right, right. I mean, if the people are helping you out, putting you in a position to win, making a play for you, making a couple of phone calls to get you through a door or somewhere, like they don't really owe you anything. And one of the biggest mistakes that I made early on in my career was I would go hang out with all these like producers that were making beats for big artists
Hmm.
and I don't want to name a couple of the producers because everything's all good now, but we had like a little bit of a fallout because their manager would hit me up and say, "Hey man, come to the studio. We want to work with you, whatever." And then I'd get there, and the artist would pull the manager aside and be like, "Why do you get this guy? We don't want him here. Like last time he was here,
Yeah,
like
it's
we
like a
were
bad
playing video
situation.
games." Well, the reason why is, I mean, the real story is we got into a game of NBA 2K, and I kept beating people. Like I was just like I kept beating people, and they
This
wanted
guy
to like
probably is really good at Call of Duty. Uh
Told you.
look, man, I'm good. I'm good at
Decent.
NBA 2K. I'm not really that good at Call of Duty. I have a lot of like, I play a lot of video games when I get a chance, but I'm not like the Call of Duty god or anything. But
Yeah.
I'm okay.
You don't
I'm
need to be
okay.
God to like
COD
laugh us
God.
a little bit. Yeah.
But so basically, I was beating these guys, and they wanted to bet money, and these people are like putting up big money, and I don't have the money to put against
You're
them.
like, I will bet
I'm a
this only if I
photographer.
win.
Right.
So,
If I lose, I'll give
uh,
you 10 free photo sessions,
yeah.
maybe, like we can work something out. So it came down to the point where like him and his boys were playing, and I started beating everyone, and they're like, all right, well, like this isn't fun anymore, and like you're the photographer, like why are you here playing 2K with us? Like it was like a very like there was like a separation wall of some sort. Like
Yeah.
I hadn't really connected with that artist at the time. So, the manager pulled me aside and said, "Hey man, like if you want to come by, you can, but we don't like they don't want you to interact with them, just leave them alone."
Just fly on the
And
wall kind of thing.
Yeah.
but that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm like, well, if they're not going to feel comfortable with me being there, I'm not going to be able to get like genuine cool candid shots or whatever. So I just kind of steered away for a while, and then we rebuilt on that experience, and now we talk shit and play 2K with each other all the time. But at the time it was like very early on. I just kind of
You should have just bet them. Just made bank.
dude, no,
Oh,
they're like
Juice
putting up
Wrld,
like
man.
$10,000 bets. I
Oh
mean,
God.
like stuff that there was no way that I could have
Yeah.
like at the
You're like,
time
this is my
done.
house payment or this is
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
making like way longer than you
right,
guys did.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get married, get a house. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to go down like, yeah, no.
So
So it
I'm
was
life
like,
it,
lesson: don't be too
dude.
good at 2K. Don't be
Yeah,
too good at
that's the
2K.
whole lesson, Connor. You got
I guess
everything he's talking
right.
about.
Just reading out all the information.
Also, don't get too comfortable around people, right? That's like another part of it. But
Yeah.
the second mistake I'd say I made was like that was big for me is when this stuff started picking up for me, really like picking up like 2-3 years ago, like big time picking up, right? I would go on Instagram and I'll see people go out and shoot stuff that I would have loved to book or be there or shoot or whatever. And I'll be
Hmm.
like, well, we know the same people. We shoot, I feel like I can shoot what they're shooting, maybe better, maybe not as good, but why wasn't I given the opportunity and they were given the opportunity? I started comparing my work to other people's work and how they are, and like I was like, well, is it because they're friends with so and so? So I started just kind of like putting myself in this dark space where I'm like, I might not be doing this right. I don't want to post this photo because I don't know if so and so sees it, what they're gonna do. So I just kind of became very self cautious. I became like, I don't know, like I was my worst critique. Like I was sitting there and I was like, I'm not gonna do this because this isn't the right move. I'm not gonna post this. I'm not gonna talk to so and so. I'm not. I'll reply to this text later. So it just kind of changed me as a person because I was comparing myself to all these people, or I had like these crazy aspirations and dreams that I was like, I should be doing this right now, and I kind of wanted to rush it. You know, I got this like boost of confidence, and my ego blew up a little bit, so I was like feeling it, you know, and then that just kind of shot myself in the foot without harming anyone else around me by myself. But I just kind of learned the hard way that, you know, it's always good to stay humble, stay back, and you know, right now might not be right now might not be your time, but you might not be that opportunity, but you might get something bigger because of that, you know. So that was like another big thing that I learned.
No, that makes sense.
Very well said too. I mean, we all have our own different paces. I mean, like success is not like a time thing. It's just like boom. You could be taking 5 years to get to the point where some other people are. Maybe some people take 2, but like it's about the destination, not like the actual like time span between, right?
It's not about the experience. It's only about where you're going.
Exactly.
Never the journey.
It's usually the other way around, Connor.
Hey man, it's Sunday. We're trying to get those brain cells pumping. We only have a few left over. They'll get there.
And you know what? I feel like social media did like play a big role in that, because I was like constantly trying to cater, because like I just got this influx of followers and I was like, I got to cater to this now. I got to post stuff that they're looking forward to, and I wasn't really genuine about my work. I was doing a lot of other work that was never getting posted, or I was like very, you know, I was very niche, and I was like, if I can't go out and shoot something, I'm gonna go crazy. I need to post. Like it was putting me in a place where I was shooting for social media. I wasn't shooting because I loved it or enjoyed it, or you know, I got an opportunity. That's really what it was.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you think?
Oh, sorry, Connor. Can I go?
No. Yes, please go.
This is more on that, and then we'll move on to another question. If that's cool. Well, I was gonna say, like, I think the important way to, like, in my head, to like put it into words is, I know that he's done not great stuff since, but Louis C.K. a long time ago had a quote that I really liked on his TV show, and it was his daughters were having cereal, and one of his daughter looked at at her sister and was like, "Hey, how come she has more cereal than me?" And he was basically like, you know, you never look at somebody else's cereal bowl to make sure they have more or less. You just make sure they have enough. And I always thought that was like a really good, you know, parallel to be like, okay, with success, it's like it doesn't matter who's succeeding and how much, just as long as they're doing their thing. You just look on them to make sure they're okay. And you know, and that's kind of, I like that kind of. I think I can relate a lot to what you're saying about the, you know, not to looking at people and be like, well, why didn't I get this job? Well, it's not. There's enough for everybody. You know, if they didn't get it, it doesn't mean that you're not getting it. It just means that something else is for you. And,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And a lot of the bigger opportunities came my way once I changed that. I shifted that mindset too.
That's great.
I feel like it just like switches, you know, your aura. Like I don't know, it's your energy, your vibe. I don't know what it is. It's just
everything, right?
When your subconscious is comfortable, you don't have like, it's all mental, right? Anxiety, like panic attacks, all that stuff comes from within your brain. It's your body attacking itself. So I feel like it changed me a lot. It got me.
Do you meditate?
I do, absolutely. Yes.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Respect.
Yeah, man.
So good, right?
Oh man, once you know, everyone talks about like meditating, it feels good, it makes you feel great and zen or whatever, but you really got to dig deep to find out if you're doing it right, because when you do,
you're like whoa.
You know, it's like runner's high. Like when people tell you like, I go on a run and I get a runner's high, and I've never felt that in my life until you go for a run that one time that like kicks you. You're like, okay, I see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I highly encourage. Sorry, please go ahead again.
No, I was just saying, like, yeah, you could always use more like that runner's high, or once you find that, once you go deep inside yourself enough, and you finally find like, this is going on in there. Okay, we can work with this.
You gotta like work through your brain, basically. There's a lot going on in there. You got to just like let it kind of.
Exactly, and you can't understand everything. You feel like you know it. You have this knowledge. You understand it. You know, but it's not really that way. You know. I don't know how to explain. You have to.
You have like epiphanies. It's so weird. Have you ever done have you ever done like a deprivation tank or a sensory deprivation?
I haven't.
Dude.
I haven't gotten to that level with it yet, where it's like complete, like you're like chilling in water, you know, for a while.
You would love it. It's like
I'm claustrophobic, so I don't know if I'll be very comfortable in that situation, but
it's a big building. It's just a small space. You're fine. I'm just kidding. No, I think like the meditation aspect of it, if you can get over it, pretty good.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I highly encourage it. Yeah. definitely.
No, that's cool. You meditate. I love that. Also, I wanted to
Yes,
say
sir.
that my dad's from Israel, so I'm Middle Eastern also, which is kind of cool.
Dude, I was there last year. It was amazing.
Hell
I
yeah.
went to Israel last year. It's a
Yeah.
big deal as like a, someone who grew up in Lebanon to go to Israel. That's like a big
Is
deal.
that
A lot.
is that the places where you can't go with passports, or
Yes.
it's there and where else?
So you can't go from Israel to Lebanon, but if you go from Lebanon to Israel, you're supposed to connect through like Jordan or Cyprus or whatever because
Yeah.
of all the
There's a
border
lot of
stuff
weird
going on.
things out there.
There's a lot of questioning that goes on. Luckily, I'm a U.S. citizen and I didn't have to go through it, but I have some friends and family that have gone through it before. It was a
Yeah.
great experience, though. I love going to Israel. I went all over,
That's awesome, man.
visited all, like, yeah, did everything. I got the whole experience, top to bottom, like everything. I went to all
You
the sides.
you know all of
Every,
Israel now.
my girlfriend's from there, so she took me around and
Oh, you
she
got the
really
local
showed.
the local tour.
Right. No, it was great. Not gonna lie, I'll definitely go back. Like we've been talking about going back again. It was a great opportunity to go and explore where all these like religions come from and history and like everything about the Middle East. You hear like it was just a great experience for me to see firsthand.
Hell
That's
yeah.
so cool.
Connor, you had a question, and then if you saw anything in chat you wanted to bring up, go for it. But I know you had a question.
I was just gonna go back on that social media
Yeah,
part
go for it.
where when you realizing, okay, like I am just posting for social media, like, and like this is not what I should be doing. This isn't like fulfilling me or representing my voice. What would you recommend to someone who has a big spike in their career, whether it be like, going from local bars to shooting, let's just say Van Halen, like that big gap, and you just get this big following. I want to make
Van
sure
Halen out of the bag.
Right.
you're just that good. But what would you recommend to the people who are like, I need to post just for social media's sake? Like, what helped you get out of that mindset?
I think, and my response is very new from. I just watched a Social Dilemma thing on Netflix. It's
Oh
great,
yeah,
by the way. If you've never
you
seen it,
like it?
totally great. I
I
love
haven't
it.
watched it yet, but I know a lot about
Highly
it.
recommend it. I'm not going to give you any spoilers or anything, but it really, they just break it down and see like how these tools are tailored to like,
They're drugs, man.
shift your thoughts. 100%. One of the quotes over there says, two industries call their customers users. One of them is drugs. The other one is social media. So it's like that's how they start the show. It's pretty
Ooh.
crazy. You gotta get into it.
All right, I'll
Anyway,
watch it.
so when I took a pause for myself, meditated, took a few days, and I started thinking. I said, all right, why am I shooting? Why do I love doing this? Why do I want to go to concerts or be in front of the speaker that's blowing in my ear, probably giving me permanent hearing damage? Like, why would I want to push myself through security, put myself in situations where I'm literally like this and trying to get a shot? Like, why am I doing that to myself? And the answer was simple. I'm really passionate about music, and I really, really genuinely believe that currently we're experiencing a shift in, hip hop being the most popular genre. And me
Yeah.
being able to connect with a lot of these people and know a lot of people firsthand, a lot of the artists, the managers, label people, whatever, I have an opportunity. So I feel like I have an obligation to document history. When I went to the Contact High exhibit and I saw a lot of the shots from all these amazing photographers, old school and new school,
Dude,
right?
that exhibition's
Um,
crazy.
amazing. I got to talk to you about something after the stream, and then
All
we'll
right,
share a
deal.
little bit more about that. But I was so inspired to see that when people didn't have Instagram, digital cameras, it was all film. Like, what were they shooting for? Like, why would somebody, why did Jonathan Mannion go out and shoot Jay Z's Reasonable Doubt cover? Like, what was the, and there's a whole story of how he shot that cover, and there's a story behind it. So, where I'm trying to get at is, I wanted to get pieces of the puzzle from the story of like the development of this, the music genre and how it started and where it's going. And when I started looking at it that way, I said, well, hold on, I'm not shooting for Instagram. I'm shooting because I want to feel fulfilled and I want to be part of this history, right? I want my photos to be like Chimodu's photos of like Tupac and Biggie and all these amazing, other artists early on. So I said to myself, I'm only going to post one photo or a set of photos from a show or whatever. And I'm going to keep all the super exclusive stuff, not to like, because in the beginning, like all the exclusive shots, they would go to Complex and Hypebeast and all these guys, and they would buy the photos and publish them. And I got a lot of fulfillment out of it. but that kind of put me in a situation where I have to constantly get those exclusive shots and get it to these publications to get more people on social media. So it was just like this ongoing thing.
Yeah, you became
I
like a
wasn't
prisoner
happy.
of your own passion.
Exactly. Like I feel like my job became to go out, like it was more like reporting and going to get that money shot rather than just going out and enjoying. So the quality of my shots changed, my lighting changed, what lenses I was using changed, like everything literally, like I got impacted by it. So
Mm-hmm.
I took a step back and I said, I'm going to use these relationships to do one-on-one sessions with a lot of these artists. Of course, still go to shows, get exclusive shots, whatever, but I want to build on that vision. I want to make something bigger out of it, right? So that like shift in mindset from like let me shoot it vertical because it looks bigger on Instagram and people could see it bigger on their feed, from that to if I'm going to have a gallery, here are the top 20 photos I'd have in there that people have not seen on my Instagram before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of helped me shift that entire thing, the mindset.
You
Well, that's good.
reinvented
You're
yourself,
able.
kind of.
What'd you say, Connor?
He reinvented himself pretty much from that mindset. Because if you were going through different lighting,
Dang.
different lenses on stuff, you had to be like, okay, wait, what do I like? And this is what I want to do, not what the media wants me to do.
And
Right.
just
Absolutely.
real quick, I appreciate what you said. I just wanted to say thank you to Dan for rating the channel with some people. So welcome if you're new to the channel. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, hope your stream was well too, man. Thanks for coming and hanging. What were you playing? This is Armen, so my new friend of the day. Armen, Dan was in a band called Real Friends. That is like a band that I really like. That's how I met him. We worked together, but now he's just doing his own thing and streaming and stuff. So it's great.
Hey, man.
And we have
if you're playing Call of Duty, drop me your tag. We'll
yeah,
get
there
on
you go.
the stream. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll go.
and he's looking for skulls out here. I'm telling you.
What'd you say? Oh, he's looking for your neck victims. Just
I'm
like,
telling
hey.
you. we had one question from our chat, and it was from Savenja. She was asking, if you are shooting, for example, your travel photos, how much are you planning, or are you just shooting what you see while you enjoy the city?
To be honest with you, I do a lot of traveling for fun outside of like touring. Like that's the thing I spend money most on every year. Food and traveling. Those are like the things that I put all my money into because those experiences no one could take away from you. Like the places I've been, stuff I've seen, no one could take that away from you, right?
Absolutely.
When I travel, I have a general idea of where I'm going, obviously, like monuments and historic stuff, but I just kind of have my camera hanging on me. And if I see something interesting, and I'll get shots. Of course, if I go to Paris, I'm going to get a shot of the Eiffel Tower, but that doesn't necessarily mean like I'm sitting there and planning a shot in advance. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. A lot of people love to do that. And, if I had the time when I'm going to travel to these places, because I'm usually there like 3-4 days and I just hop on and go somewhere else. But if I do have the time, I would love to plan it, but it's kind of like in the moment. I usually have my 35 millimeter on. I got a 1.4
Ooh, love a good
35.
35.
Yes. I have the Sigma one on my Canon body, and it still
Let's
rocks,
go.
man. I love that lens.
Sigma
So
hashtag sponsored, but not really, but kind of.
Big Sigma fans here.
Yeah. I love it, man. The art series is great. So to answer the question,
Yeah, art series best thing they ever did.
Absolutely, hands down. But yeah, it's just kind of planned and not planned, I guess. Like, I mean, I don't know. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm going to see, but I don't know what I'm going to shoot. So.
Yo, thanks for that follow. Yeah, it's that's great. Thanks for the questions, chat. Thanks for the answer.
Yeah,
I kind of lost track where we were going with everything. I was like, but I like how deep we got in on everything and
I love it.
Mindful. I mess with mindful stuff. I enjoy it. Beneath all the bright colors and weird alien stuff, we have some thoughtful people that speak from the heart.
Right.
Yeah.
We try to.
Yeah, we try to. What was I gonna say? Connor, do you want to pull up some of his work, and do you want to share your screen with me and pull up the photo? And I don't know if you would. You can do that.
Absolutely. Here, you want me to show the photo or his work?
Do some of the work first. Just want to pull portfolio. What should we pull up? Your Instagram or your website? What do you prefer?
Let's go with Instagram, and the reason why is Instagram has more recent work. Website is a lot of my work that I want to show people for sure. I mean, these are like some of my most iconic images right there on my website. But
1 sec, let me get this.
Instagram has more recent stuff.
Let's see if I can get this reassociated. All right, perfect.
So the last probably like 10 posts are not recent at all because of all quarantine and not a lot of work. But if you go down to, let's say, the Coldplay
That
show
guy's
right
showing
there.
his middle finger.
Yeah. This was the last show I got to shoot. It was for iHeart, and it was
Oh, cool. Coldplay. Let's go.
it wasn't just Coldplay. They had a bunch of people. They had it was the Alter Ego show. So Black Keys were there,
24
Billie
weeks.
Eilish was there.
That's awesome.
What a show.
Yeah, man, it was a great show, and iHeart hired me for the first time to shoot one of their shows, and they loved the images, and after that, everything just kind of stopped. So it was like this weird,
That's
thing,
great.
but the show was great. So this is just the Coldplay set,
Front row fans.
Yeah.
So stunning. Yeah. The work is
I try to. Also, my work is like there's a lot of film photos in there, like that Drake shot, for example, is a film. But this one is digital. This is. I try to stay relevant with like new tracks dropping. Put some cool captions in there. But yeah, that Billie Eilish photo was on my Canon film camera. I have a 35 millimeter Canon, like
what
point and shoot.
film camera do you shoot with?
I shoot with a Canon EOS R. I'm fully mirrorless. I sold my Mark IV and I haven't looked back since. That's also on film. That's on the same camera as well.
Love a good film photo. My goodness.
Man, some of these film shots, I mean, I'm telling you, like, they stand out more than the actual, like that Halsey shot that's on film right there.
Oh.
Down and to the right. Close.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Right there.
Yeah, that's
a
cool.
film shot.
Love this.
This was such a moment. I mean, this was backstage, and she was watching a DaBaby performance at the Shrine Auditorium, and she was walking out, and I saw her, and I was like, "Hey, can I get a shot of you?" She's like, "You have a film and digital camera," and I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I look better on film. Here, I'll post it."
There you go.
I'm like, okay, I love it.
She's about it. I love it.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, a lot of the Rolling Loud shots over here. I mean, I go to a lot of festivals, and all my clients are different. Sometimes it's the labels, sometimes it's the artist, sometimes it's a band, so it all just kind of depends.
Who's in the middle there smoking with the white shoes?
That is DaBaby.
Okay, cool.
This man. So this music video was actually nominated for a VMA, like a bunch of other stuff. So these are the BTS shots from that music video.
It's cool.
That's a great shot.
I built a relationship and a rapport with him, but yeah, this video got a lot of views, and they were nominated for like 3 different VMAs, and I think they won one of them if I'm not mistaken. But
that's sick. Good for them. That must feel so good for them to get it.
Dude, and honestly, like his career took off like a year and a half ago. So he's a new artist, and his whole team is basically his homies that have been with him since the beginning. It wasn't anything, like he didn't hire like a big production company or whatever. It's literally just been his homies.
All your shots, you make it look like you're friends with everyone. Like you look like this the homie who has a camera, and like
Connor, yes. Well, I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna say Connor, he is friends with him.
but some of these guys I am. I mean, some of these guys I've been on tour with, so I know on a very personal and very deep level. But a lot of the other guys I don't know at all.
Yeah, like some of them are similar to the Halsey situation, and some of them are similar
absolutely.
to.
I mean,
but even then with the Halsey one, like you make it feel like it could. You guys are friends, just a way you're able to capture.
Oh, let me grab a photo of you real fast after dinner before we go, watch a movie or something. Like it's just like the hang. Yeah. It's like the hang.
The other thing is, like I told you earlier, like if the subject doesn't feel comfortable, I don't want to shoot them. There's a lot of opportunities for me to grab photos of people that I'm not necessarily comfortable shooting them, or they're not. I want some sort of shot that would stand out, because everybody can be at a show, get a photo pass, get some shots, but I want a photo that stands out, that just kind of talks to you about that exact moment and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to feel like, boom, I was there. This is what happened. That's that's like a big thing for me. So when these people pose, I just kind of
dad's
look at what they want.
1 sec.
Nice.
Fine. Sorry about that. Yeah. I couldn't hear anything you were saying. It was coming through my speakers. I'm like, Dad, goddamn. Anyway, keep going. I apologize for interrupting you.
No, totally fine. What I was saying, like, I want them to feel comfortable in their own skin, make whatever face they want, throw out whatever gang sign, whatever they want to cuss me out, middle finger, whatever, because I want them to come out raw the way they are in that moment. I don't want it to look like, these subjects are posed. 99% of these photos, these subjects are either just doing their own thing, performing. So that Tyga photo right there on the left side,
oh yeah,
that photo, he saw And then he sent me a DM on Instagram and said, "Yo, who do you work for? Can you come work for me?" And we went on tour 2 weeks after.
That's pretty sick.
Dang.
Good job, man.
Like things like that have come my way. Like opportunities like that have come my way. That J Balvin photo you're seeing there, you're gonna see that somewhere soon. It's there's a lot of stuff I'm working on actively, but there's a lot of other stuff where I don't know, like there's some repetitive photos, I guess, but some photos that I really like that are in the moment. Like, I don't know, that Kanye photo, for example, like it's in the moment. That Drake photo is like in that moment.
Hi, I'm Ye.
That's the caption.
That's a
Hi,
good
I'm A.
caption.
That's literally what he's doing.
You had
Hi,
him
I'm A.
caption it, right? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, totally.
That makes sense.
But,
Connor,
yeah,
you
I
want to
don't know.
pull up this week's shot too? Not that
Yeah,
I could do
absolutely.
this forever, but appreciate it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, man, this photo.
Yeah, you want to tell us about this? Like, I don't know if you just want to go and riff the story, or if you want us to ask you through it, but like,
I can
you're more
go
than welcome
on,
to
man.
just
You
kind
guys
of.
tell me.
Yeah, if you just want to, I mean, like, we want to know, like, Connor, go for it. Actually, you got this.
No, I'm just gonna say RIP Juice Wrld, and I'm so happy that you let us use this photo of a guy who passed way too early for how much talent he has. I just want to say I appreciate you for letting us shoot
I'll
something
BRB.
like
Connor,
this.
you take it. Let me use the
Yeah, no
restroom
worries.
quick. Bathroom break.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, do you want us to tell us like a little bit of background behind the story? Because you seem like there's something pretty special about this photo to you, at least.
Yeah, this photo is really special to me. So man, I'm a big fan of Juice Wrld's music. I think what he was doing, speaks to a lot of people, and a lot of people like currently going through a lot of stuff. And
Mm,
I'm not one to condone drug use. And if you're like depressed and you're not happy, like that's all kind of like we were talking earlier. It's like a mental thing, and you got to address it. But
right.
he was so good. He was so talented, and he was so good at putting those feelings into like music and expressing them and making them catchy and going number one on Billboard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
On
absolutely.
top of that, his energy, like when you meet him in person, I mean, his energy was something out of this world. I got to meet him twice, and this was the second time I met him.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
yeah, man, this was literally 28 days before he passed. Like, not even a
Oh
month before he passed.
my
Um,
goodness.
yeah. So the story behind the photo goes, Camp Flogna was happening in LA, through Golden Voice, and it's happening at Dodger Stadium, and I really,
Mhm.
really wanted to shoot Juice performing live. I shot him at Rolling Loud one time, and I barely caught a set in between sets, and that's
Okay.
where I met him for the first time. So I really wanted to shoot this set. So by the time I found out, he was like a last minute addition, I believe. By the time I found out he's performing, and by the time I got to hit up Golden Voice, it was already late to get a photo pass.
Oh,
And
no.
that's how you got to try the legit way first. You got to hit up Golden Voice. If it works, it works. If not, then you got to hit up the
Right.
artists, managers, homies, whatever, just to get a foot in the door.
Yeah. Whatever it takes.
So this show, Flogna, no one could come through for me because it was last minute. I literally hit them up day of. Like, it was very like I found out last minute. I wasn't even in town. I flew in the day before, so it was like a very last minute thing.
Mhm.
Juice's personal photographer is my really, really good friend Chris Long, and I want to give a shout out to him because this photo wouldn't have happened without him. I hit up
That's
Chris.
great.
Yeah, man, we both come up. We came up together, kind of like we both like were friends before. Like we each kind of did our own thing, and I hit him up and I said,
Mhm.
"Yo, man, I really want to shoot his performance." And he said, "Look, if you can make it on time when we're going in, like I could just help you walk in with us. Like I'll
Yeah,
just be
just
like,
throw
yeah,
you in
just
the
bring
group,
him."
and they won't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and like, that's happened a lot before. Like that's how I've gotten a lot of access before to with certain artists or whatever. I'll just pull up and walk in with them. You get a wristband, you're all good to go.
Nice.
It was happening at Dodger Stadium, mad traffic. I got there, they already walked in. I was late, I couldn't walk in with them. So I'm just hanging out backstage by the artist area. There's no service. They're about to go on stage. I'm hitting Chris. I'm hitting up Chris. Like I'm like, yo, yo, yo. Boom. Chris is not responding. I'm like, damn, like they're about to go on stage. Like I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, I'm not gonna make this. I go around and I was like, I gotta use the restroom. So I go around, there are like porta potties. So I go to the porta potty and I looked and there's literally an opening to where the artist area is. Like there's no fencing, there's no gate or whatever. And it was just like, okay. So I just literally just walked in and I went to Chris, like straight up, like no security, no one's there. It wasn't even like blocked by a tree or anything. It was literally just the open, I guess like catering or someone was bringing something in and I just left the gate open. So I just walked in.
They knew you were around, and they wanted you to come
Yeah.
in.
Right,
This is
right.
mine.
This was happening.
So I went to Chris and he's like, dude, perfect timing. He's like, I know you're blowing me up. Sorry, I was filming, like I couldn't, whatever. So he
Yeah.
pulled out a wristband. I put it on my wrist. He's like, follow me. We're about to go on stage. So I'm literally, it's me, him, Juice, his girlfriend, DJ, and his homie. So we're backstage, and I don't know if I think I have those photos on my Instagram. Backstage before he goes on stage, and he's like so amped, and he was like screaming, and I got caught a moment of him screaming, and I got a bunch of film shots. And Chris said, "Yo, go on stage with me because I'm filming video right now. Like, get some crazy shots. Like, go crazy." He's like, "You have all access."
Oh my
So I was
goodness.
literally on stage the whole time while Juice was performing the entire time. This photo was actually taken on stage. It's just the angle was a little bit sideways because the smoke machine was hitting and the light where so you know when the light is like the follow light is trying to hit the artist, but there's like a half a second
The
where
spot?
they miss him.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is that half a second between transition of like you can see the white light on the right hand side of
Yeah,
the
I see what you're
stage
saying.
like LED.
Yeah.
So this was actually that moment. Yeah, man, I caught it, and it was probably my favorite photo. This, and there was one more photo where it was like kind of. I think it's on my Instagram. If you want to pull it up, I'll show it.
Yeah.
But go up just a little bit. Keep going down. Keep going down.
Right.
Keep going down.
Connor, you went up the most little bit you could.
Yeah, right there to the left. To the left of the baby. There's a whole set over there. The one above it.
One up.
Oh, right above it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Oh, right.
This is my favorite shot right here with the crowd and stuff. But yeah, man, you can
Yeah,
see.
that one's
I mean,
cool.
obviously we're on stage.
I want that one in
Yeah,
black
man,
and
it was-
white so bad. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
This is a film shot.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so I had
love-
film and digital going at the same time, and I have so many videos from that performance. I was telling you guys, it was literally like a month before he passed, so I got to shoot this. But
Dude,
because
too
of,
young. Can I just say, like,
Yeah,
too young
for
for,
real,
for
man,
like, all
for
these
real.
rappers? Like, I know it's, like, their life. I don't really blame them. Their life changes so fast. It's really hard to,
Right.
like, contain that stuff. You almost need, like, a everyday therapist. I can't even imagine. But, like, still, I just feel sad. Sorry to interrupt you. Keep going, man.
No, man, totally fine. I mean, yeah, these were the photos I was talking about, like backstage and stuff. But this was literally the performance that I went to watch at Camp Flogna. I was like, I want to go watch Juice World because I
And you
love
made
his
it
music.
happen.
I never, dude. So I went. So listen to this. So if you X out of this photo,
All right.
there's a photo of Uzi and Drake there. And those shots happened at Flogna without me knowing. So Drake was a surprise performer,
Down. There you go. Those
wasn't
two.
announced.
Yeah.
And then Tyler, the Creator, performed. This one had a watermark on it because it was like super exclusive. No one got a shot of Drake, and this was the show where they booed him off stage. Like this was like a total.
Oh,
This was that show, and that's on
I
film.
like Drake. Maybe maybe I'm not the Flogna crew.
I'll just say this out loud. I think Drake is my favorite artist currently. Like I really like his music.
Dude. I'll listen to
Drake's
Marvin's
great.
Room on repeat.
Man,
That
his
song's
new
so
album's gonna be
good.
crazy. I can't wait. New album's gonna be wild. I like the evolution of his music. I like where he started, where he's going with it. He's aged well, but yeah, man. So a lot of these opportunities, that's what I'm trying to say, is like a lot of these opportunities came because I just was adamant. I kept pushing. I was like, I want to go shoot this show. And one way or another, I found an open gate and I walked through, even like after trying to hit up everyone and trying to
Whenever
get past
one door closes. Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
Right,
I hope
right.
one more. Who sings that song? I don't know. You know the
Gotta be
saying.
karaoke
Is
night
it
here.
Rascal Flats or whatever?
No. Is it? I
Might
don't
be a
know.
different- there's a different song that Rascal Flats has, like very similar. Yeah, but anyway, that's how I got those shots. So what I'm trying to say is like one opportunity led to another. I got some shots, and it just got bigger and bigger that way. And then Golden Boys hit me up, and they're like, "Yo, you want to come shoot our next show?" So like they found these photos through Instagram.
That's
It's
great.
just all about networking, like you were saying earlier. Like you got to talk to people, network. Sometimes your work gets discovered. That's why I'm on this, chat with you guys through this. We were just talking before the stream, and I've been a big fan of Adam for a very long time, and I didn't know about Connor's photography until recently when we started chatting.
Thanks, Armen.
It's all about
Thank you,
networking, man.
Yeah, it is.
And
Really,
we
is.
gotta support, and we gotta support each other, right? Like that's the whole purpose of this conversation that we're having. Is more times than others, and like you'll see other people come in and like I'm gonna take over the game and I'm gonna do this.
It's like cool,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I-
really, like I've gotten these opportunities. I've gotten to talk to these people, like hang out with these people one-on-one and get these shots because you got to be genuine with these people. You got to have a little sense of humility. You got to be, you just got to be able. They have to feel that you're not one of those guys that's just trying to get a shot and keep moving. You're like an approachable person trying to build rapport. You know, that's Rick Ross on film, and then the next one is digital.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you coming on here. I think the main thing to me is just like even the act of having the conversation is a good practice, not only for me and Connor and for you, but for anybody watching. It's just, I don't know, personally, I wish that people I look up to would just talk to each other and show each other what it's like, the camaraderie, because I know it's like, at least I was raised, I don't know if it's my own fault or like it was in my own head, but it was very competitive when I was like, I had trouble getting help from other people. If I asked, I would only get a few emails back, and maybe I was asking wrong, but whatever was going on there, like something was missing. So I really just value just having the conversation. So thanks for coming. It's cool.
Yeah, of course. Try being from the Middle East with a complicated last name and a first name.
I know, right?
Like, who is this guy? Like, what is he trying?
Hey,
to do?
I feel like sometimes that stuff kind of worked. Like once you see through like it weeds out the bad people sometimes without you even needing to do it, because the people who, like, all the best people I've worked with, they just want you to be yourself and do yourself. And when they see you doing that, they're just like, oh yeah, I'll fuck with this person. Let's go.
Like I you know
Yeah.
what? I trust this guy. I trust his vision. He knows what he's doing. Like,
Yeah.
Let me give him full control and you go crazy. This is Complex Con, and that's perfect segue. This happens for me at Complex Con every year. I became very close with the team at Complex and shooting these events for them over the last 3 years because a photo of mine was found by one of their social media editors online through a hashtag. They posted my work and they found my page. They followed me and we started chatting and we built a relationship, right? And I was nice to them and I went to their offices in New York, visited them. We sent each other gifts and all that, but we built a relationship over time. And when Complex Con hits, I mean, every year you see these shots, like they give me a pass and I'm the only one that doesn't have an assignment on the roster. And they're like, go do your thing.
That's so fun. I love like a free
they don't give me
reign
a shot
assignment.
list.
Yeah.
Right. They don't give me a shot list. They're like, just go do your thing. And we're, real time on a group chat. I got Wi-Fi on my camera. I'm editing Lightroom as I go on my phone. I got
That's
my
sick.
presets. As you'll see in a little bit, I have a lot of presets that I never use. And
I'm excited to see their names.
Photo.
Yeah.
I individually edit each photo, believe it or not. Like I don't really have crazy presets.
Wow.
The only presets I use maybe is like online on my phone when like right before I post, maybe I want to go on Visco, throw like a little, grain filter on it or whatever. Like that's the only time I'll get to do it. But other than that, I have a lot of presets that I don't use. I've bought a lot of presets from other photographers for support. I've gotten a lot of free presets. I have my free presets from like a very long time ago that have like crazy names that I don't even know what they do in there anymore. So
it's fun.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Joe, real quick before we segue into, well, we can do a little bit more about, we got that. People want, well, we always ask a question about shower shoes. I know you've toured. Do you wear shower shoes or no shower shoes when you take a shower on tour?
I don't wear shower shoes, and the reason why is I've been very lucky and very fortunate because every time I've gone on tour, it's been, you fly to cities. It's either been like on a private jet or
like super nice.
Right, and then you go and there's nice hotels because you're traveling with like the biggest artists in the world.
You're A party, so you're like taking the same accommodation as the artist because you're so close.
Absolutely. You don't stop at TSA at the gate. I mean, I've been to London probably like over 10 times, and this last time I went, we had an escort that picked us up from the plane. We were off the plane outside of London Heathrow in less than 10 minutes. It was the craziest thing.
That's sick.
Possible. That's amazing.
So we got off the plane. There was a guy with a stamp, like immigration officer with a stamp waiting for us. We got off the plane. He stamped my passport. We opened a door, sat in a van, and just drove out. Like it was.
That's crazy.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. I've gotten
just for that. My goodness.
You get sometimes you get.
And
those
after
perks,
that, you quit.
You get the perk. Right. Yeah. Like, all right. This is it. This is where you retire. You just go. Right. Yeah.
I know where my level is here now.
Right. But road tours is different. The bus tours, like that's a whole other vibe. You got to.
It's so many levels. It's crazy.
Right. It is, and I don't know. You really, really got to be comfortable with the people you're on the road with because everyone's, personality and character and stuff comes out when you're all sharing your personal space with each other.
Oh yeah. And you don't really get to make a lot of choices when you're the photographer. You just kind of go with it. You're like, all right, this is what we're doing.
And sometimes you feel like, oh my God, this would be such a dope candid shot. And the other person's like, dude, don't fucking take a picture right now in my fucking shorts. I don't. I'm like, yeah, but that's the whole point. Like, this is
I'm like,
history.
we don't have to
I'm not
post
here.
it. We should just
Yeah.
take it. We don't have to post it. You can decide in 10 years you might like this photograph.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've gotten into the Nipsey Hussle. I've gotten an opportunity to shoot some people that are no longer with us. You know, that just kind of every time we lose somebody is really, really sad, right? And
Dude, it's so
the realm
much.
of hip hop, it's very
Too much
reoccurring,
talent. Too much talent for so many people that we
right?
lose.
I
Yeah.
mean, and it puts me in a spot where I'm like, it puts my mindset in a spot like I was talking about earlier. Is like, I'm doing this for the history. Like, you know, like it's not for the moment. It's not for now. It's not for the Instagram, for the timeline. This is for like the galleries and the coffee table books and
Yeah.
the
And
prints
for
and all of
you.
that. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, I
And for
feel
you. Your
very
art. Oh,
sorry.
Mustard. And DJ.
Dude, I
Mustard's a
literally
DJ, right?
landed. Mustard's a DJ and a producer. He produced a
I
lot
met
of
him
these
at
big
a
records.
jewelry store once.
He's
What's that?
really
Icebox?
he's
That's
a
him.
really cool guy. Oh yeah, Icebox in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's the spot.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
cool.
one that yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not really a personal guy. You don't see a lot of photos of me on my Instagram. This was like when ASAP Rocky got locked up in Sweden with all that stuff that was going on. I was very vocal, man, because I've gotten to know him on a very personal level. This is one of the nicest dudes like ever in the game, hands down. I'll say it over and over again, man. The fact that he was treated unfairly and all the stuff that had come out that you know, like he had done this and that. I'm like, there's no way he had done like he was framed for sure. So I was very, you know, I was pissed about
Yeah.
it. So I wanted to share something, and
That's cool,
I
man.
feel like
Good for you.
Yeah.
like you can see this is the transition, or like my photos that are posted, some of the posts I have like a couple times before. I was like, I'll never post the same photo twice, and now I'm like, well, I feel there's a story, there's a need, I got to share something, so I
Yeah,
can
it's
even
like the
post my photo.
context.
So I just kind of
Yeah.
broke the barriers, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like you got to post once a week, this and that. It has to be relevant, it has to stay consistent with what's going on. I'm like, I just post what I want now when I feel like it. Really, it just breaks that cycle of, you know, like burden that's on your mind.
It kind of liberates you essentially. It's like
Right.
this is my social media, not him or hers or this company's. This
And
is
if you don't
mine.
want to follow it, that's all good. Like it's all love.
Yeah, how
I
crazy
saw
is it when
that.
people complain about like they're like, "Hey, you posted this," or "I disagree with you." It's like, why are you here?
Right. Yeah. Like, I didn't invite you.
Yeah,
Get
you're
out.
here.
Like,
Was
get
it-
out of here.
Ricky Gervais does a really funny analogy where he's like, he goes to like a ad, he sees an ad on a wall for playing guitar, like guitar lessons, and he looks and he's like, but I don't want guitar lessons. And he's like, why? I don't want them.
Right.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And I
Oh.
feel like that's the thing with social media. I feel like the internet has given everyone a voice to share what they feel like and say whatever the hell they want, right? And
Mhm.
people could get offended seeing these kinds of stuff, or you know, reading, or everyone has an opinion, or I'll have people hit me on my Instagram DM or comment on my photos like, "You're trash, this, that, so and so takes better photos," and I'm like, "Cool, then just go follow them. I don't
Yeah.
really care." You know what I'm saying? Like that's what before I'd be in
Well,
my
I'm
feelings
just
and
like,
be
what next? Like, I just like, what next? Like, after you tell, like, where are we going with this?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
That's pretty good.
Haters
Point.
gonna hate it.
you know the struggle. You know what it is. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
man.
like that
It's
photo.
just
That's
I
cool.
realized this was an accidental photo, to be honest with you.
This
So
is
the guys,
killer.
so the green shoulder you're seeing in that photo that I haven't cropped out is Tyga, and I was trying to get it. So this
Make me
was
crop you,
when I
bro.
was right when I was on when I was on tour with Tyga. I was trying to get a shot of Tyga and the Migos all together because they were chopping it up, and you can see Takeoff, who's the guy on the furthest right, filming Tyga. So it was like interviewing him, but I was zoomed in at 70 millimeters instead of 24. But I put the camera up and I took a shot, and this was the photo that came out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I got to keep this.
Yeah,
This is like a
this
great
is it.
photo. And then I did the wide version of it.
My work
so.
here is done.
This is
Connor,
love
could you go to my website for a second? I want to talk about a photo that's on there.
absolutely. What we're
So
looking for, my friend.
that Kanye and Kid Cudi photo is the one I want to talk about. This was my first official publication, like a photo that was published, and
That was cool.
It was in the Billboard magazine.
Wow. Congrats.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. And the story behind this shot is Do we have time? Are we pressed on time? Can I share?
Dude,
It
we're
takes 5 minutes.
this
I'll
is
be
my
quick.
channel. Connor's got nothing to do. Like we can do whatever we want.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
So the day of this event, this was the Kids See Ghost album release party, and the
The
day of this
what? Sorry, I
event,
didn't hear.
Kids See Ghost. It
Okay.
was Kanye and Kid Cudi's joint project.
Yeah, I got you.
One of my homegirls who I was working with at the time, she wanted me to shoot something for her, and she's like, "Look, this client doesn't have a big budget. They're a good friend of mine. If you don't want to do it, it's totally cool." I believed in it at the time, and I said, "You know what? Let me go and shoot." Same homegirl worked for a PR agency, and she said, "What's your full name?" Like I got a text. It's like, "What's your full name?" I was like, "My name is on Instagram, but okay, cool." So I texted it to her, and she goes, "Okay." And then she called me. She's like, "I just put you on the list for Kanye's listening party tonight, and I know that there is no like photo restrictions. It's all like whoever is on this list, you can bring whatever
you can do
the fuck
whatever you want.
She's like, "I don't know if it'll go through or not, but it's tonight at 6." And I was working at the Apple store at the time at my like.
Oh my god,
job.
that's so. Yo, Armen,
Dude.
real fast. One time we had a hangout on here with 6 people, and 5 people and 4 of the photographers worked at the Apple store before. It was so funny,
dude. And I'll talk about that journey, and I'll talk about why that's a thing. By the way, that's like
we got in deep, but keep going with your story.
I have another story with that.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that in a second. But so she's like, "I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but it's at 6:30 tonight. You got to be at this location."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude, there's no way. I'm working till 9. I work retail. Like I'm calling her on my lunch break. You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
She's like, "You got to call out 6." So I straight up walked in. I was on my lunch, and I was like, "Yo, I ate something. I'm not feeling good. Whatever." Like, I was like, I got to go home. They're like, "All right, cool." Like at the time, like I didn't really. I was like, whatever. No one's gonna fire me for calling out sick when I wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't post anything on my Instagram when I went there because all my managers, homies, everyone that works there.
Yeah, they all follow you. Your friends. Yeah.
So I show up to an address. I got a text. She's like, "I don't know if you're gonna receive an email or whatever." And I didn't hear anything. Half an hour before, like at 6 o'clock, I got a text and it was an address. It says KW, and it said an address. That's it. And I showed up to the address. I live in Toluca Lake, so it's not that far, like Studio City area.
Yeah.
So I went down there. Yeah. And line of people around the block. I'm like, and it was on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm like, where's Kanye performing? What? Yeah. Dude, so I got there and I see this line and there's a crosswalk. So they can't have the line divide the crosswalk. So I stood on the opposite side where there wasn't a line. It was like 2-3 people because they're letting people slowly come through. One of the girls that was giving out wristbands was one of my homegirls. She saw me. She's like, "Yo, Armen, what's up?" And it's all about connection. She's like, come on. You don't have to wait. So she put a wristband on me. And I was like, "Now what do I do?" She's like, "Yeah, you got to go to the garage in the back. You're going to take this bus and it's going to take you." What? I'm like, what am I doing?
You're like, "I don't do buses. I only do private jets."
Yeah, for real. But like, dude, so I walked there and it's like buses, like 10 buses, right? Like the buses that take about like 50 people. A lot of people were going to this thing. And so I go up to the bus and I ask the guy, I'm like, "Yo, where are we going?" He goes, "We're going 2 hours south." I'm like, "I'm about to get
San Diego.
On the bus. We're going to San Diego? Like what?" I was like, "All right." And I was hungry.
San Diego or Mexico, depending on how fast you drive.
Right. So
overshoot.
Well, here buzzkill. It wasn't either, but I'll tell you why. So I was like, I gotta eat something. There's a Starbucks. I hopped down at Starbucks and I got a sandwich and a coffee, and I was like, I gotta be ready. So I got on this bus. The guy's driving and he gets on the 101 and he's going north. And I was like, you just said you're going like 2 hours south. And then so we ended up in Valencia in this place called Ghost Town because the album name is Kids See Ghosts and the name of the project is Kids See Ghosts. And later on I found out they had told the drivers that, so the album like address doesn't leak, so it doesn't, a bunch of people don't like just pull up.
Yeah,
but
that's
I got
cool.
off the bus,
I think.
Dude, yeah, it is pretty cool. It's very Kanye. I got off the bus and it's literally an open ranch, kind of Wyoming like vibes, you know what I'm saying? There were like some animals. He had like a barbecue pit going on. Kim Kardashian was just walking around. Like it was just like this very weird vibe. All the Kardashians were just hanging out talking to people because it's a very tight list, right?
Yeah.
Like, they don't have a lot of people.
Yeah.
A long story short, I got some shots of these people, and I'm looking, and this performance is going to happen on top of a hill, and there is a giant bonfire. I mean, like the size of like Burning Man structure bonfire. Maybe not that big, but like you get it, like huge bonfire.
Not a normal bonfire. This bonfire is not for s'mores. It's for witches.
Yeah, we're gonna get lit and we're gonna illuminate the entire city.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there was a barricade, and there were only like people with special tags going in. So I went up to security and I was like, "Yo, man, I got to get up there and get shots before people storm this place." Straight up, that's all I said. He's like, who do you work for? And I was like, we're the guys that set up the bonfire. I got to get a shot before it gets lit.
No way.
I was like, if I don't get this shot, I'm gonna get fired. And the guy looks at me. He's like, you got 5 minutes, bro. And he's like, all right, cool. He opened the gate. Of course, he never saw me again. He opened the gate. I ran uphill. I started shooting. And then all of a sudden, they opened the like gates, and all of these people that you're seeing just kind of ran up because they want to be close. Right behind me in this photo is that bonfire, and I could feel like stuff like,
you
really
could feel fire.
Heated. Like I was like, I could feel fire.
It was like heat. It was crazy.
So close.
How
Like
would you describe
insane heat. So hot. I was wearing a hoodie. I mean, it was cold outside, but in front of the fire, all of these people are like pushing and shoving, and they want to get close to Kanye and Kid Cudi. So this shot, I didn't know I was shooting. I literally held my camera up because there was a lady in front of me. I held my camera up, and I was just like, click away, baby. It just have focus.
You're like spray and pray. You're just like, I'm getting something. Yeah.
The full glory shot.
I look at the photo, like you see Mike Dean on the right hand side. That's Kanye's engineer. That's like a joint. He's hitting it. Like I don't know who they're talking to. Why Kanye is so happy.
He's smoking some of those earth medicines, guys.
Right. It's legal. It's California.
Yeah.
Right?
All good.
It's just so much going on in this photo that I was like, damn. I was very lucky to get this shot because I was like, again, I wasn't even hired or gone to do it, and then I just posted this shot on Instagram, and I got hit up by Billboard. They DM me. They're like, we want to buy your shot and publish it in print.
You're like, great. It'll cost you $73,000.
Right. I did say that, and they're like, well, we do standard licensing for our print, and here's our price, and I had to negotiate a little bit.
And you're like, well, do you want the shot or not, Billboard? Because I don't think there's any other photographers there.
And that
how much do you want Kanye?
And that started a relationship with Billboard, and it's great. It's a great relationship that we have to this day. So, like things like this is like a pivotal moment in my career. This is something that I had not planned for. I didn't know where I was going, what was going on, and it just blew up. So
yeah, that's sick.
So
what
a
a
lot
story.
Of the,
what a fun
dude,
story.
A lot of the opportunities I've gotten have not been planned, or I didn't have access, or I got access for one thing, I got something else out of it. Like it's.
But I mean, you didn't plan them, but like you set yourself up for them. So I mean, they're like it's like I mean, when I go to an amusement park, I don't plan everything I'm gonna do, but I plan to drive my car there, buy the ticket, get in the front door, and set myself up for going on all the rides. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's kind of where you're at. You like plan everything.
You gotta help yourself for sure. You gotta know how to talk to people. I mean, look, I always carry extra waters on me. I hand them out to security at the entrances of like the backstage area and stuff because I want them to remember my face because they look at you nice and you don't.
And you want them to hydrate.
Absolutely, that as well. That's primary. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm always looking out for people, and you got to know how to talk to people. You got to know how to get yourself in places, and
you have to be a good
every opportunity. Yeah, the opportunity is there. You just got to go and get it, and how you get it is up to you. Sometimes, like I've had to climb a scaffolding to get to a certain side of the stage that I wasn't allowed to because friggin' Beyonce is there or whatever. Like things like that. But I've been there and I've gotten this shot. But once you get there, it's all about like how you talk to people, and how you navigate all that craziness. So, I don't know. A lot of stuff.
Better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission and get rejected.
Right.
Connor, is that another one of those things you kind of butchered, but all kind of got right?
I'm trademarking these. These are all original Connor statements.
Oh, how the turntables.
I love it. Right.
Full circle, baby. Let's go.
He always says sayings, but like botches like two of the words, and it's so funny because I'm like, it's like 90% of the way there. And I don't know the full saying even to like correct him, so he's doing better than me.
Dude, people correct me all the time for English is not my first language.
I speak goodliness. I speak
I feel like I speak okay English for being from the Middle East, but I think in different languages, right? Because your thoughts are in different.
My dad's from Israel. His first language is Hebrew, and he, for some reason, can't do names, so he even calls his wife the wrong name. So you're doing pretty good.
That's good. That's good to hear. It's good to hear. Yeah. Everybody thought when I first moved out, I'd be like, "Hello, my name is Armen. I am here to work. How can I help you?" Like, that was like everyone's, they're like, "You speak perfect English," and I'm like, "Yeah, I moved to Lebanon when I was 5. I grew up here. Like, I learned the language here, and then I went there. So
I learned how to speak before I was 5. Yeah.
Right? No, yeah, I think you speak at like 2, right?
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Connor, why don't you pull up? Oh no, sorry. Go, Connor.
Oh, I was about to say I learned how to speak somewhat fluently at 10. I'm not sure where this 5 is coming from.
Okay.
We'll let that one slide.
Man, I'm just getting by at this point.
Cool. Well, Armen, thanks for sharing all the stories. Those are sick. I feel like I just sat down for like story time. I was like, this is great.
I got stories for days, man. Every picture has a crazy story behind it.
That's great.
I could have sat here all night just listening to these.
What'd you say?
I could have sat here listening to those all night. I love like just music stories and like behind the history of everything.
So can I add like a little continuation?
Dude, you can literally do whatever you want. Like, don't even ask, just do it. Yeah.
So after I got those Kanye shots, right? They had a trailer for him and Kim and all the Jenners and whatever in the backside, and it was like blocked off by security. And Kanye was playing a song, and I saw the song list before, the set list before, and I didn't know it's a new album they're playing for the first time. And he goes, "This next song is called whatever." And I looked at the set list, and it was the last song. So I was like, I don't need to be shooting the last song because I've been shooting the whole thing. Yeah. So I kind of figured, I was like, if I go back there early, I won't have any trouble with security. Sure enough, I walk back there. Kanye came, everyone walks in, they close off that area. So it just becomes a super VIP area.
Yeah.
I mean, literally
anywhere Kanye walks becomes a super VIP area.
Right. But it's like literally him, the Kardashian family, like Kid Cudi and the 2 Chainz and stuff. Like, it's like all high profile, whatever, celebrities, right? And I'm shooting at the time, and I'm completely like wearing black top to bottom. I look official. I belong there, so I'm shooting away. And there was a moment where Kanye is just standing there and doing nothing. Like, he's just hanging out with everyone. It's honestly like probably like 10 people. And I was like, I can go up and talk to Kanye right now. So I thought to myself, what the fuck am I gonna tell Kanye? Like, I was like, I love Kanye, I love his music, but what am I gonna tell him? Like, if I walk up to him randomly. So he was writing a high from the album, right? Like, he's hyped or whatever. So I walked up to him and said, "Yo, Kanye, congratulations on the album, man. I love what you put out." And I said, people call you crazy, but I think it takes a lot of crazy people to change this world. And a lot of people call all these visionary people crazy. And I believe that what you're doing is truly shaping the music industry. And he looked at me.
Yeah.
He dabbed me and gave me a hug.
Incredible.
So what I didn't know at the time is that this was on the live stream of the album, because I'm having a conversation with Kanye. So there's like cameras on. As that's happening, his PR person was taking photos with their phone. So I have a photo of me dabbing Kanye, and he's smiling. And then we took a photo together. But I'll never forget that moment that I went up to him. It was like one of those things where, like, do I go talk to Kanye right now? Like, do I, like, it was like a thing you got to think about. I was like, do I go talk to him?
Do you talk to Kanye, or does Kanye talk to you? That's the real
question. I definitely tapped him on the shoulder, but he was so like,
that's great.
I don't know if it was like the moment, you just felt the moment, right? I felt the moment was right. And I don't necessarily approach celebrities and ask for photos or anything like that. It just kind of happens if I have a good relationship with them, if the moment is right or whatever. It was good to have a memory, but this was sort of like very unexpected. And I got the clip of, like, on the live stream, and I have the photo. And honestly, it was like, it was a moment. I was like, yeah,
that's good. That's like stuff you'll remember forever.
That's what I was saying. Memories, man. Like, no one can take stuff like that away from you forever. Like, that's what I love. Huge. There's so many stories behind every photo. Like, it's never like, yeah, I got an email, I was hired, I was in the photo pit, I got that shot, and I don't want to be that guy. That's the thing. Like, I could do that. I have the resources to do that. I could be the person that gets hired to go on tour and shoot for the photo pit and have a good time. But it's really not what I want to be known for. I want to genuinely document the one-on-one, the behind the scenes, the day in the life, the stuff that the public don't generally get to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about selling images to the press. I care about, like, history.
How do you think, like, I would say, like, I would not argue, but I would say that, like, at one point the stuff that the public didn't see was the songs from the pit or the backstage, and now that the stuff that the public doesn't see is what you're photographing, do you think there's going to be a point where that is the stuff that the public does see? And if so, what do you think will become the private stuff?
I mean, currently it is that way.
Yeah.
Everyone with a camera, I think I'm talking specifically about hip hop. It's like, you know, when you're an up and coming artist and you want content is key, right? You have your homie and, you know, you just signed this massive deal and you just hit up your homie with a camera who might not know exactly what they're doing or who might not have an idea of what they're doing and be like, yo, come on tour with me, get some shots for my Instagram, whatever. These people automatically have exclusive access to your everyday life, right? And your social media followers. And that's why a lot of people have their own photographers because they want to control what goes out, what doesn't go out. Like they have people that go, you know,
Yeah, they're doing their own PR.
live with them basically. Yeah. Exactly. So now it's become a game of everyone has that. It's what they want to show.
Yeah.
I think the real value is I feel very centered in this. I think I'm in the happy place where like I work with these people directly and they trust me enough for me to get those images. But at the same time, I control what goes out and I know what they want out and what they don't want out. Obviously I get clearance from them ahead of time, but I still have the copyright to all these other images and I can do, you know, whatever with
galleries or the stuff you want to do later in life. Yeah, yeah.
But that's where the real value of that photo comes in, right? Like that's when the photo really like brings like not monetary, but like actual value to the photo, the history behind it.
Yeah.
And the stories that come with it. So I feel like not just being a person with a camera and having that exclusive shot, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but it doesn't matter as much as it used to anymore. It's more about how do I get artistic with it? I tell a story. So we're going back to that point, right? I want to get like, I want to integrate my photo art. I want to shoot this at, you know, 2000 ISO. I don't care about the noise. I want a little bit of grain on the photo. Not anymore, at least, you know. Like,
yeah. If it's a good photo, nobody notices that stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. But sometimes I want that for the texture of the photo.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Because that's what I want.
You know what makes
I mean? Like,
it the good photo.
I don't want to cater, like, exactly. I don't want to shoot everything with a flash. Like, some people compared me to paparazzi for a while when I was shooting with flash. And I'm like, that's not what I do at all. Like, you know, people don't know the difference. They just see somebody with a camera. And that's what they assume. So yeah. It goes back to building that relationship with the people around the artist and management and label and all that stuff to, you know, they just kind of help build that. And yeah, I think that's where I stand right now. And I feel like there isn't a medium or an outlet or something for people who are in my current position, because I know a lot of people that are there, right? And I know that, you know, not a lot of people are represented by agencies, or agencies don't believe in that. They believe in the commercial work that's going to sell at the end of the day. That's going to make.
Hey, let me know if you need help.
Man, we're going to chat after this. Trust me. Because there's a lot of struggles that I go through. You know, it's not all you. Like everything you see on Instagram is a moment that was captured. There were hours and days and things leading up to that moment that you never hear about or never see or never know. And, you know, I'm sure you guys have the same, shared all kinds of stories, have had similar experiences, maybe even worse, maybe better. I don't really know, but it goes back to... I don't know
if they get worse or better. They just kind of get different.
Right.
You know?
You get used to it.
Yeah,
you build some sort of like...
It all depends.
Yeah.
It's the game, right? You learn the game. You learn how to play it.
You just get better at, you know, not falling in the lava here and there.
You know, sometimes I also consider, I say, look, I love what I do, and I'm forever going to be known as, you know, Armen the photographer, but I've also built these relationships with people in the music business that are key players that I believe that, as also a musician who loves to, you know, play instruments and stuff, and I have a good ear for it, I could work in the music business. I can help manage an artist or be a road manager or whatever. Like, I see what these people do on a daily basis. It's just the choice of, like, do I want to enter that? Do I want to go into that? Do I want to transition to that role? Maybe become an A&R, help build up an artist or whatever. So that's been a lot of the conversations that I've been having with myself during quarantine to see what I want to do next.
Well, if you could leave a legacy, because it seems like you are a multifaceted tool in what you do and very good at it. If you could leave a legacy, hey man,
what up, multifaceted tool? How you doing today? It's Sunday.
You gotta give love when you gotta see it.
No, so, like, I like your compliments.
Thank you. I love it. What would you want your legacy to be, though? Like, because it sounds like you want to be kind of like this documentary historian, like really preserving these moments more than like a snapshot. Like, oh, here's a concert, but no, I want to capture the history of this moment. Here's the story.
I think, you know who Lenny S is? Lenny Santiago?
Doesn't ring any bells, sorry.
Okay. So Lenny is Jay-Z's right-hand man.
Okay.
And Lenny started working with Jay-Z after leaving Bad Boy when Biggie was at his like top, right? Like he was
Right.
popping, right?
Okay.
And he believed in Jay-Z early on, and he was part of his road team. He would hand out flyers, put posters everywhere, and then he picked up a camera and learned how to do photography, and he became the photo guy. Like he would, because that's how it starts. You start small, you have your homies. That's how you start a team, right?
Right.
And right now he's the senior vice president of Rock Nation. So he still has his camera with him. He manages all these, multi-million-dollar artists. He's also Jay-Z's right-hand man. So I feel like I'll never give this up. This is who I am. This is in me. Photography started as a hobby, and I wanted to go to school for like computer engineering, and photography started as a hobby. It opened doors for me. It helped me travel the world, and I think I've only gotten better at it. I'm just trying to get better and better, but I don't I'll never retire photography. That's always going to be part of the journey that I go in. So I feel like I'll always stay within the realm of music or in this business, in this industry, if I choose to do something of that nature. But I'll always have my camera on me. You'll always see the photos coming out. If you want to follow Lenny's journey, go to Instagram, type in Kodak Lens, and you'll see all the crazy, like early Jay-Z, like before he was Jay-Z. He's working on a crazy coffee table book right now. It's all history. Like it goes back to history. So I feel like where he is right now is he's an artist manager. He's the senior vice president of one of the biggest record labels in the world. His right hand man is the biggest artist in the world. So it just
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
don't
cool.
know. You gotta
Oh, wow.
you gotta be like a Joker card. You can like pretty much like go and play multiple roles and put on multiple hats when needed. I feel like that's a big resource that a lot of people in this business need. So I can offer multiple things. On top of it, I'm certified to fix your MacBook if it ever breaks. If you ever need Apple help, feel free to help me out.
Do you have any way to get free Apple brand iPhone cables? Because I feel like we all need those. Just maybe like 50 of them. One for each week of the year. 52.
I don't know if I can get 52, but if you send me your address, I could probably.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I have a lot of Apple products.
Yeah.
I'm big on Apple. I could definitely send you a bunch.
Just like Apple cables.
Right.
Never lose a break. You could just lose one. Like, I don't want this one anymore.
All right, Armen, we got to edit this photo.
Let's do it. I'm gonna take my AirPods off because they're dying, so I'm gonna be on my computer.
Yeah, you can do that. Just throw one into the charge, one in the ear, one in like you can. That always do. Yeah, just share your screen with me. Oh yeah, no worries.
I'm just now seeing that quote you made, Adam.
Yeah, I got you. I was like, how is Cornish not subscribed? I got him. And then we got Soft and Sleepy Satan, maybe? Soft and Sleepy's 8N? I don't know.
8N? Hey, Cornish.
Oh, can you guys hear me now? Sorry about that. I had to other settings.
You're good.
No, you're good.
I was gonna do the one ear thing, but they're both I put them in at the same time.
DED dead.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know how to share your screen? It's at the bottom. You had to share
yeah,
screen.
Totally.
Right on.
Hey man, during quarantine, I had to like go and do more IT work to get by for a while. So
no, you're good. All right. So yeah, we can see your whole screen. It's on screen if you do it. I'm excited to see your preset. Oh, your presets are named pretty nicely.
No. That's the Adobe preset.
Oh, that's just the PR.
Oh.
That's your PR right there.
These are just the Adobe ones. Hold on. Where do user presets at? Okay, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
So some of these are my presets. Some of them are stuff that I bought. Here, I'm just going to reset this photo so I can just kind of go with it. All right. Some of these are like stuff I bought. Some of these are like stuff from
Cowgirl, Japanese Dream.
Cowgirl, yeah, Japanese. Hold on. Let me go back down. You can.
Ooh, Sam Neill's good. Oh, cool.
So if there's anything you want to see, let me know. I can just put it on. And
dude, this photo is so good for presets.
Oh yeah.
It's so much fun.
Honestly, I love this photo, man. Like this is the raw image as is, and the quality is pretty good. Like we were talking.
The reflection in the eye's sick.
Dude, literally everything. EOS R 7200, I believe, right?
Hashtag sponsor. Yo, Cornish Gamer, aka Brooke in chat says they liked your raw a lot, and they were so blessed to even edit it. Juice Wrld will always be special to them. And Floofy Feather said they used all their presets, and Soft and Sleepy said they had a ton of fun editing it. So
I love it. Thank you guys. Thank you for sharing. Honestly, my Twitter has never been lit in my life.
We're here to light up that Twitter. We light up your Twitter. Yeah, let's go.
Dude,
Make
it's
it light
been,
up like a Christmas tree.
yeah, it's been going.
That
It's
you
been
got right.
wild.
That is right.
So thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it for lighting up my Twitter.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm gonna get more active on there. So here we go. So let's go through some of these.
Yeah.
So
What do you do first? Like, okay, you get the photo. You're like, I want to edit this photo. You open up in photo, or you open up Lightroom, Photoshop, whatever you're doing. How do you decide? Do you throw a bunch of presets on it? Do you just know how it's gonna look? Like, what calls your name?
So it depends on what the photo is. This
Yeah.
photo right now, for example, I wanted to give to Juice immediately after his set. I believe like there is a big value in having a photo when it's hot. You know,
Yeah.
so
Hot photo coming at you.
right off the presses, right? So I got Wi-Fi on the camera. It goes straight to my phone. It doesn't it transfers raw image directly into Lightroom, but when you save it, you can't have raw. You can only have JPEGs.
Yeah.
So to be completely honest with you, I do all of my editing manually on my phone. So it goes into Lightroom.
You should always be completely honest with us.
Always work on the lighting, right? I feel like the lighting on this was good, but I wanted to make it a little bit more lit. And looking on the iPhone screen and the MacBook Pro, they're the same color calibration, so you actually get the same results across the board. So if I were to edit this photo right now for the first time, I'll probably go. You guys ever use the auto feature at all, just to see what it will do?
Once in a while, if
I'll
it's crazy lighting.
I'm exclusively auto these days.
I love it. But look, it actually lights it up pretty well. I'm not.
Oh, that looks good. It's a good little base.
Yeah.
It's a good place to start.
Right. So then that's how I start. Every photo goes to auto. And then what I love to do is bring up the highlights again because it brings down the highlights a lot.
Just pop it. Yeah, it's evening it out, it looks like.
Yeah. So this gives me a little bit more sense of like the photos more
potential.
A little bit more crisp.
Oh yeah.
Now, depending on some of my shots, like you can't always hit the right focus. Like 99% of the time is good. Like this one's good. But I like to have a little bit of texture if needed. So you can give it a little bit, like, you know, just a little bit, just a kiss.
Oh yeah.
More crispy.
Oh yeah.
So you can, I always like work on this. I don't go to the 2:1 because that's a lot, and I'll be like, this photo's out of focus. I don't want to work with it. I always go between fit and 1:1. But yeah, man, that's how I work with it. There's a little. I could already see there's vibrance going on here. So I'm not like a big fan of like it doing the coloring for me. I like to do. This is where I get.
You just let it do its the exposure mostly and the sharpening or. Yeah.
A lot of people love using the tone curve.
Yeah.
Personally, I never use it, to be completely honest with you, because when I feel like I'm shooting a photo, there is a reason why I shoot it at like a certain ISO or a certain shutter speed, because I want to have a certain look. Yeah. I don't always have, you know, if I'm trying to mess, like this would give me like a visco filter type of vibe, I could just throw a visco filter on it and bring down the tone a little bit. So I don't really go. I know a lot of people that swear by the tone curve and a lot of.
Well, it's just another way to do what you're already doing above. So I mean, exactly. It's fine, but it's a lot of these these things are redundant. You can do them in multiple ways. So it's
right.
Yeah, if it's not good for you,
this is a repeat tool.
Yeah.
So, and this is, you know, the hue, saturation, and luminance. So right here, chromatic aberration, right? I'm not a big fan of it. And there is an option here where you can turn off chromatic aberration, you can remove it or whatever, but I don't feel like it works really well. So I manually go, and the first thing I do is I work with the purples and the blues and the magentas to make sure that all of those are matching perfectly. Right now, this photo, for me personally, if I were to edit this right now, it looks a little bit too warm. I want to give a little bit, actually I can do that. I want to lower the temperature on it just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, right there. Take the green out of it a little bit. But I don't really like going purple or magenta with it either, because I feel like that will mess it up. So I don't mess with the tint. I do that later on down here. So let's go into hue. Actually, sorry, the saturation. And bring down the purples. I just kind of do this just to see like what it's messing with. And you can see it's like messing with the smoke over there. So I'll be like, all right, let me bring down the purple a little bit. I'll mess with the magenta. I'll be like, all right, so that's going down. I just want to know exactly what I'm messing with, because sometimes like the magenta will mess up your reds. Like right here, you see on his neck, like so.
Is there a certain color that you can't stand?
Say it again. Sorry.
So sorry. Is there any colors that you just always reject from a photo? Like, let's say you just hate greens. Do you ever just like desaturate greens
You're a
or
green hater.
Nah, I love colors actually. I feel like the reds I turn a little bit more less saturated, and I go more on the side of turning it a little bit more into orange, because like orange and teal look is very popular, and like if you match it where it's not super orange and teal, but like have like a good balance, I feel like that's right. Hue is where I go and really. And by the way, when I'm working with saturation, I use this little thing over here a lot. And that kind of like when
slider,
you mark it, so that just kind of like takes the color in and out of where you've selected. So if I really wanted this purple over here and I wanted to get rid of it, I'll just be like, all right, so which color is that? And I'll lower it just a little. I pay attention to the smallest details, man. It's you gotta do it that way.
Absolutely. Okay. That's how you get the good end products.
Right. And then there we go. So now, where is it? There we go. Hue. So for the reds, I was telling you guys, I go a little bit more towards the orange, and I feel like it depends on the skin tone of the person I'm shooting, but you want to kind of match their skin tone as well. You don't want them to be like too colored with the lights and stuff, because people, they like certain things. They don't like certain, orange is very.
People want to look good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is fair. They should look better in the photo than they do in real life.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, because photo can also be manipulated. A little bit more orange. I like this because I feel like there's a lot of colors going on around him, and I can really if I really need to bring a little bit more of the blue in there, bring a little bit of the aqua, a little bit of green, a little bit more saturation. Luminance I really don't mess with, and here I do, but not a lot, and here's the reason why. Look, you see what happened there? I don't like that, because that shuts down the entire right side of the photo. Sometimes you need to adjust locally like that. If I need to do that, I'll do the local adjustment brush right here, and that's how I work with it. But for the most part,
fairly local.
Yeah. And then here we go. Let me see. I've seen some crazy edits.
Oh, that looks cool. I like that. I liked it when it became blue into purple. It looks real good.
Yeah. See, now it's all about what I'm feeling in the moment, right?
Yeah.
And how tired my eyes are and what colors I'm seeing. That's also really important. So if I could really really go and turn this into some crazy purple photo. I can turn it into that. But I like the contrast a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I like the blue with the purple. It's a little subtle. I want to see a little bit more of the yellow in his hair, but since there's light hitting it, I don't think it will give us. If I do this, I don't think it will. A little bit. I like it. So this is kind of my workflow.
I like it a lot.
I make it warmer by adjusting the hue and saturation. I don't necessarily go crazy with the temperature thing. I never do the auto white balance, for example. I don't know. I like to be hands-on with it because I know what I'm doing. I like to mess with it. And the other thing I want to do is get rid of some of this over here.
You know what you like. So you don't need the computer telling you what you need to do.
The look, and in order for it to be consistent across all photos, you can't just slap a preset on it. A preset is a good filter, right? For grain or whatever. But for colors, I love colors, man. So I individually edit. So if I were to go here, go to that. I mean, I like the green. I'm not mad at the green in the beginning. But it kind of went blue. Let's see what we got. Right here. I feel like that kind of work. That's better with the backdrop. Depending on the purpose of the photo, it all depends on how I want to crop it. If I want to make a photo out of a photo, I'll just go by the standard ratio, and I can just kind of do that. I see the preview over here. So if it's for some billboard article or publication or something, they like photos like this because the artist is isolated. Some other ones want to have the whole stage. Some other ones want a 16:9 because they want to use it for whatever. I'm a big fan of the 16:9 if you're going to be using it.
Yes.
Make it cinematic.
Exactly.
This is a movie.
Exactly. Then I kind of put the subject, and if I want to have rule of thirds or all that kind of stuff, that's how I mess with it. But I really like the cinematic vibe that it has right now, honestly. The last thing I will do is sharpen the photo a little bit, and maybe, actually, before cropping it, this is important. When I shoot, I think this is on the 24-70. Yes, it is. When I shoot on the 24-70, let me reset this real quick. Shot you have a tendency of, like, when you shoot 24, it's like the image is a little distorted, and it gives a little bit like automatic vignetting, which kind of creates a mood. So I control the vignetting a little bit, but then some people, they're like, oh, I look bubbly or whatever, I want to look skinny. That's where I mess with that. And I feel like when I take the distortion out, when it's at 0 and I go 16:9, it kind of gives like a perfect, like, cinematic view.
I know, 16:9 is sick. Like, it's so hard not to crop stuff wide these days. I'm like, but it looks so cool.
Right.
You're just proving stuff for the future documentary for all these artists out there.
Right.
Future Juice Wrld doc right there. That's a still right there.
That's a still right there.
Damn.
Now, if I really want to get, like, nitty gritty, if I want to get rid of these,
thanks, Brooke.
Not the microphone. I don't know why.
Let's auto select the 1/10% of the photo that we can't use.
That's kind of gives it a vibe, you know. Like, it's obviously it's been, like, modified a little bit, but it just looks like the light and all that. If I really wanted to isolate the subject, that's what I will do. And here is the last touch. I don't do any.
I would laugh so hard if your last touch was a giant watermark over the middle of it, and you're like,
yeah.
perfect.
And to be honest with you, wow, that's a lot of green. I don't want. It depends on, like, in the early on of my stuff and the stuff that I was doing, and I wasn't getting credit on social media and all that. Here, I'll do some. Here you go. So I had to put a watermark on it when I was getting, like, super exclusive shots, like, you know, or like a one-of-one shot, like that Drake shot at Camp Flogna. Literally, no one wants to got that. I was the only one backstage. I waited for Drake for 45 minutes because I found out he's a surprise guest, and he's one of my favorite artists. So I was like, I gotta get a portrait of him. There's no way I'm not gonna slide by without a shot. So things like that, yeah. See, can you guys see full screen right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. It shows, like, press tab. If that makes sense. I don't know why it's doing that. There you go. Yeah. So that disappears of some of it.
Okay. So yeah, and I look at it full screen, and if I mess with it, I'll be like, all right, cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to go full screen. So then I'll just export it, and I don't know if I did it. I should have all my metadata. You can have copyright included and all that kind of stuff. You know.
All the fun, boring stuff that's necessary.
I do, right? Yeah, I do 300 pixels. I don't go like crazy JPEG quality because I want to have, like, the largest files. It depends on the use, to be honest with you. Sometimes I export them as TIFFs or DNGs, depending on what people are going to use them for. But 300 pixels is the way to go. And yeah, man, I choose where I want it to go, and I'll just usually create a folder on my hard drive and I'll put it in there. Now, I do want to be very vocal about the way I work. Is I highly don't recommend people doing what I do, which is.
Oh God, are we getting a desktop view right now?
Yeah.
You want to see a desktop?
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's see a desktop.
Let's see the clutter.
Let's see. This is the basic stuff here, right?
The anticipation.
This is one of the desktops because I can. Oh, let me see. I don't know if I can switch desktops on this. I have 3 desktops. One is for work. One is for editing. One is for
food, cookies.
Yeah, I got lots in there and stuff. No, but realistically, I mean, this is a very unorganized workflow, but everything that's here has been backed up onto a hard drive. It's just the way I work. I'm a messy person. My room is clean, but my desktop is messy.
Wait, is it frozen right now for everybody?
What's frozen? I'm on the screen. I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay. Wait. Right now it looks crazy. It looks like Juice Wrld is getting sucked into a genie's lamp. I think when you shared, did you share your screen or did you just share the app?
Hold on a second.
You might have shared Lightroom specifically.
Yes, you are correct. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
The app. Sorry about that.
Dude, it doesn't matter. You're good.
We just vibing.
Yeah.
Desktop. So you guys saw my desktop or not?
No. Oh, now we're about to see it. If you minimize.
Oh man. Oh.
All right, this is an easy one. Connor, take away the icons. Let's hear them left to right. Go.
Okay. Finder, Launchpad, Google Chrome, Safari, Mail, Lightroom, Photoshop, Calendar, Notes, Text, iTunes, Settings, Zoom, Dropbox, and doesn't matter for the rest.
It's called Messages, not text, Connor. Come on.
Hey,
also,
man.
Apple Music, not iTunes.
Okay, guys.
Oh,
I'm
that's
over it.
funny.
But like I was saying, like, oh, this is all like unorganized right here, but I have it organized on a hard drive and stuff. It's just I know where my files are. If I need to go, boom, I'll just open it. You know, like I have the raw shots for you guys to edit in here, and you guys can select whichever one you wanted. Should we show the other people what are some of the other shots that were in here?
Yeah, if Connor can
Yeah.
actually pull them up. Connor, show me your screen, and Connor will do it for
Alright.
you, and you can kind of direct him. I got you.
Okay, hold on. Let me
I got
Wait,
you.
let me get the email out first, probably.
get the email out.
Get the email out. I'm going. Get out of my face, Zoom. Oops. Okay.
Nice background, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Collab work with AD.
Hey, what are you going to email for?
To get that, the raw.
Oh, wait.
I have the link. Do you want the link? I have
Wait,
the drop
you want to pull up the raw, or you? Did I miss something? I thought we were pulling up other people's shots. What did I miss?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's what I'm confused about. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, no, we want to show off the shots of. First of all, Connor, pulling up your inbox live on stream, you're asking for
Yeah,
something
you guys-
going on here.
I just want to get Doc's hardest.
Yeah,
corner.
bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
rookie mistake. Rookie mistake.
It's okay. Next time, you just let me know if you need to privately scan and you're on. I can always turn it off for a sec, or just don't
All right.
share the screen. But I don't want you to get doxxed.
Thank you,
Let's
bro.
see here. Okay, so here we have. If you guys submitted for this week, thank you. This is
By the way-
Connor will kind of scroll through, and Armen, if you like anything, just tell him to stop.
I will, and I've been reading every single thread, and I've been following a lot of the people that I found from here as well on Instagram because I feel like people I have like amazing work, and they've been tagging me on there and stuff. So
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, we
Let's
got
get the
really nice, cool people. Like, it's a good group. It's growing I would say we get a few more people every week, and it's just
Love it.
the best of the best. Oh yeah, Odin is Nathan. He's
I
sponsored.
love Odershot. I think I commented on it on Instagram as well.
He's
like,
he's a genie with editing. He's very good.
Super genie.
I like here we'll get to it. I like Julianne's shots. I saw her shots, and she had a thread going back and forth.
Oh yeah, she'll come up.
This is the one I was gonna say. Like someone made a graphic out of it. This one is so nice.
Yeah.
It looks like
Brooke.
a single
Brooke.
release.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
shout out
Brooke.
Brooke. Shout out Brooke. I mean, this looks like a single release. There were also all the black and white ones. I like the different tones and the different variations. Some of them you really see. This was fucking. I love these ones.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
Meg.
Meg.
went
Oh,
crazy
that's
with
sick.
The foldable ones, yes.
Yeah, like it's like a poster.
I love it, man, because the photo is great of the artist, but their lyrics and the messages and that one. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like old school iPod commercials when they used to have like the guy was dancing and different colors would come out. I really, really like this one.
Yeah, that's true.
Also
That's cool.
TRL. It has a TRL vibe for some reason. It reminds me of TRL as well.
What's up tonight at TRL? We got Juice Wrld. Vote.
Yeah,
Well, man.
Yeah, these are Julianne's shots. I saw these. They're so good. So here's the thing. I like go back to that photo. I like that it has like the little vibe in terms of like it looks like an old photo, but not really. It kind of has like a sepia look.
Yeah, totally.
It has like its own vibe, and in my photo I chose to keep some of the speakers and stuff on the left side. This kind of looks like an isolated shot. It could be like a music video set. You don't really know where it's shot, what it's for. So it could be literally anything, not just a concert. So I like that a lot.
So good. Oh,
Jillian's
knocked
always
it out.
on it. Yeah, there's some good stuff always from the community. I like the variety too. Sorry, did I cut somebody off? I wasn't sure.
No.
Nah, you good.
All right, cool.
I like these.
Thank
I
you.
like these. You know why I like these ones right here from Shirley? One, it's more exposure. There's more light. You're more aware of all the stuff that's going on around him. This is obviously clear that he's on stage or something like that. And the colors are still there. They're not overly blown out by the exposure. Sometimes when you bring up the exposure too much, it gets rid of the colors and stuff. So this is like, I really think this is a really nice photo.
No, Shirley always is killing it in here.
Oh yeah, Shirley. Does Shirley not join us on Twitch?
No, I don't know what the reason is. Maybe she just misses it or not, but she's always saying she apologizes for not being here.
Yeah, I would love for her to come hang. She's so cool.
I like this shot of Nate as well. I mean, I like a lot of these shots, but this one specifically because he referenced the new single. It's a Come and Go. It's a song with Juice Wrld and
Yo,
Marshmallow.
Nate is
So
good.
So I really like how he cut it like perfectly his hair, like he's just like in and out, kind of come and go. Like I really, really like that. I like the concept. See, like there's a story behind it. There's something behind it. I like that. There's some sort of essence to the photo itself. It's not just I love it. Yeah.
The edit just improves on the story that's already there, essentially.
Absolutely.
Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie's good.
I felt
Texas friend. Oh yeah, I like this Eva one.
Yes.
Yeah.
The tear. Oops.
Yes.
That's
Man,
not
I mean, every single person, I'm telling you, like I've been going through my Twitter and like people have been going crazy with it. Like the meme and everything. I love it. Oh, that's dope. I haven't seen this one.
Gary always makes like these crazy poster, like they could be LD
Gary
covers, like,
with the OG. Yeah, Gary's good at it.
Dude, this is dope. This is my first time seeing this. It's like waves and everything. Oh, it just loaded full resolution for me now. Damn.
oh, there we go.
Yo,
Like,
shout
even
out to Gary, man. That's amazing. Gary Marlowe. I'm gonna find him. Just try to
look at the bottom left-hand corner of it too. Like, gives you the credits and everything. That's so cool.
Good job, Gary. We appreciate you.
Can I break away for 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Wait, we don't see your screen. Oh, you just
Oh.
gotta leave. No, you're good.
I just gotta leave the desk. I gotta give an iMac to my girlfriend's brother, who I've been hogging in front. Just give me a second.
Yeah, dude. Do you? You're good. This dude's an Apple dealer. You still work at the Apple store.
No. This is
I'm on to you. The Apple store is in your house.
Ooh, that'd be a cool house.
Give me a sec.
So Adam, I have now fully docked myself. What do I do from here?
Oh, you're good. Just chill. You haven't fully docked yourself. Nobody logged into your account. You didn't go to your login. You're good.
Let me steal all my stuff. Jeremy with this really cool one.
Oh,
I'll
that
go
is
any
sick.
further. Saw this Jeremy one. I really liked it a lot. Adam, you have 0 watch time as the host. How does it make you feel?
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to think of like what. Wait, what did you say? I have 0 what?
Watch time, it says.
I know.
What?
I think it ignores me. I tried to turn it on. That's what I was doing for a second here. It might work now. I had to turn on some loyalty settings, but I don't know if it's live now. So it might work now, but I gotta check. You can try with yours. But
Try with mine. Nope.
Ooh,
Leaderboard.
that's a nice one. I hadn't seen that one either.
yeah,
Jeremy is
might
the
start
guy who
next
runs
time.
all our social media, so this is his, and it's super
Oh yeah,
dope.
Jeremy's awesome.
I love it.
Jeremy is awesome.
There's you know what I realized? A lot of people went for the blue and purple look because it matches so well with that photo. Like when you mess with the hue and you go from blue to purple a little bit and just kind of, oh, that's nice. I haven't seen this one either.
Literally blue and purple only.
I love it. It blends perfectly. So like the smoke connects perfectly.
Yeah. Great gradient. I love the colors in this photo so much, but for some reason it just feels like such a timeless piece that anytime I saw black and white, I was just like, this is it.
Dude, I'm a sucker for black and white. Yo, did we get yours, by the way? Soft and Sleepy 8N. I hope we got yours. Let us know if we didn't. What up, Simon? We'll try to get everybody. That's
right. I like this. Yeah, it's kind of like the teal and blue look right here.
It's a good photo when people like do multiple edits, which they can't decide on what to do.
Yeah, and honestly, like there's so many variations. Like the way you crop it, the colors and everything. I mean, it's impossible to just settle for one thing.
Yeah, I think what makes like a good editable photo is where like the effects you want to apply don't really obstruct it so much. So it's like nice when it's like you can mess with his skin tones and it really doesn't. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That's cool.
I like this.
This one's cool. Super creative.
What's your Twitter name, Soft and Sleepy? Just so we make sure we get it. We'll keep scrolling, but if we miss yours, let us know. Oh wow, they went all out.
Oh damn, that's like a mural kind of vibe almost. It looks like he's performing in front of something. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah,
I love it.
We have such a creative community that always is just pushing some of these
How
images.
long India has been doing this? It's like a big community of dope people.
Yeah, it's like I think we're like 6 months in now.
Something like that, yeah.
What's the Twitch struggle is real because it's like it's for gaming, and but it's fun. We rock. Oh, there we go. We got you. Real case. We have like a Discord and everything too, so people are active on there throughout the week, and then on Sundays we hang.
I'm on your Discord for sure.
Oh yeah, come hang whenever. People are asking for advice on there, giving it out. Like we try to. It's slowly growing, and it's good vibes.
It's a community of dopeness.
Yeah.
We got
Honestly, it's all about, like you said, relationships and connecting with people and building and seeing other creatives. Like a lot, like I have a Facebook group with a bunch of other photographers that live in different cities in the world. And when we're touring or when there's a festival or something we want to go to, we'll hit up somebody local and be like, "Yo, can you get me in, or can we work with so and so, or what's the situation?"
Yeah, like help people out. That's great.
That is so dope.
Final.
That's so dope.
Who did this one? Tim? No, yeah, Tim. Tim's awesome, dude. Good photographer. Very good photographer too.
Okay.
Let's go, Tim.
Yeah, but trying to go to everyone's like Instagram and stuff and try to find, their work and all that. Like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, the coolest part about, or like the part that we really like about it is, like you're saying, like when people post stuff, you learn about them. And the nice thing about the raw editing challenge is people can like edit another person's photograph and post it, and it's not like, hey, here's my work. It's just them learning. And that's the good part. Is it's just a practice of learning.
When you take like a Photoshop class or whatever, when you go to college and you got to edit a photo and you're going online to all these stock photo places, this is more fun because this is really cool. It's glitched out. This is more fun because you're editing something you're really interested in and you care about and you want to see what you can do. It changes your perspective on it, man. It's not just editing a photo of a bucket or whatever. Like it's actually something you're passionate about.
We're a family. What? That's a good way. Yeah, Eva, what's up?
Do you want to look at the Instagram ones, Adam, or what are you feeling?
Is anybody in chat on Instagram that wasn't on Twitter? We'll go hit yours right now. You can go to it, and we'll check it out.
Cool.
I can pull up some of the stuff. I've been tagged in a lot of these. Let me see.
Well, you're gonna just do tagged or hashtag? Yeah, we got it. 808 posts. Let's go.
Finger slipped.
No outer space this week yet. Just scroll down.
Ooh, look at that Shawn Mendes photo right there.
Oh yeah, we have Miranda on here. She had a Shawn Mendes photo.
This one's trippy. Look at this one.
Oh, what up, Brooke? Brooks again with just going to another level.
Brooke going so crazy, Brooke.
Oh,
stop.
Hey, man, I could send this to the team and see what they think about it.
They're like, hey, here's my photograph. Here's the art. Like, let's do it.
No, I could. But the thing is, like, if you have people, that's another thing. Is like, I could refer her for design work or something. Like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that.
We definitely have some really creative, like, not just photographers in the community, but like designers, like, who just go
artists. Yeah.
Artists. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it.
Hey, Christian tagged Steve, not you, Connor. Sorry.
I like that back. This one, the flipped one with the light and everything.
Yeah.
I think because he's no longer with us. I feel like a lot of people went a little bit more creative. It also kind of reminds you like he's in the clouds, so you can get.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet. Yeah. I really vibe on this one. This is like, I think they made it look real too. To be honest, like that does not look edited. Yeah. That looks like the shot.
Absolutely. Right? That's crazy.
Yeah, they did good. That's a good job.
What a flip from this to this. That's crazy.
You don't even need to go to a concert if you can edit like that. Just take a photo of somebody in the street, throw them at a concert. All right, Doctor. If you see it on screen, India, let us know and we'll pull it up. Which one is it? We want to get India's. Maybe they didn't tag it this way. So do you want to go to their Instagram real fast, Connor, and make sure you pull up theirs?
Yeah. What is their
DRPARA?
DR. Oh,
it's not spelled right there. Well, how are you going to expect us to find it if you don't spell it right, my friend?
Wait a minute. All right.
All right, it's okay. If they get it to us, we'll go. If not, I just wanted to make sure because I know that they're been pretty active and make sure we show everybody some love. They're a little bit newer here. Or newer some. Anyway, make sure you use the hashtag, guys. Raw Editing Challenge. That way we can easily pull it up. So use that next week and we got you.
Dude, look, man, the community did a great job. I really love.
I feel like we're a cult. The community.
I really love that they took it and they turned it into something else, right? And it's cool that you can trust someone else with your work and they can still come out with something that's really dope and something that might exceed your expectations. And
or make you look at your photo differently.
There's a lot, yeah, there's a lot that comes out of that. And it kind of also helps is when you're shooting, you can also think of that. You'd be
Yeah.
like, well, if somebody else were to edit this, or if somebody else was going to use it, it's like, how would they use it and all that? But I try to put not a lot of thought into it. I just try to capture the moment. And
You let it happen. You just let it come. It's like, go.
Yeah, totally.
Let the inspiration just flow in. That's
What was I gonna say? Yo, I was gonna say, good job, everyone. Thank you for looking them all over, Armen, and thanks for everybody for doing it. What was it? I was gonna say something and then I forgot it. Oh well, it'll come back to
losing
me.
it. Boomer leg.
What'd you say?
Boomer lag.
Really, we're lagging?
No, you're lagging. Your brain's lagging.
Just me. Oh, my brain, my actual brain. I'm like, what? You tripped me up.
Aren't you like 25?
What?
Aren't you like 25?
Years old?
Yeah.
I'm 31.
So you're 25.
What was I gonna say?
Young at heart.
Yeah, I'm trying, guys. Yeah, but thank you guys, Connor. So we're doing this again next week. So I'm 25. What's the joke I don't know? Can somebody teach me?
What's the joke?
Yeah, what's the 25 joke?
Hold on. Let me look at this chat, man.
Yeah.
Tap into this
I'm
chat.
25. Am I supposed to be getting something from this as well?
Yeah, Armen, what's the joke? So you're 25. What's that from?
I don't know.
It's not a joke. You just said it.
I just.
Oh, I thought it was like a joke I didn't get. I was like, I'm out of the loop. Put me in the loop. I want to know about the loop.
No loops for you.
No loops for me. The chat is on the screen, but it won't like appear backwards if you're not.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm 31. Don't make me feel old. I'm sensitive. You can't make me feel old. I feel younger than I feel 12.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the lack of hair. What's Armen's Instagram? I got you.
I got it.
Oh, you're gonna do it? You want to do that?
I want to do it.
Adam, wait, what happened to your Instagram? Where's all your stuff? Why are you not active?
Dude, I'm like off of social media because it was affecting me negatively. So I stopped intaking it a long time ago, and I haven't put stuff out in a while. And I was like, well, this stuff's all really old now, so I took it down, and I haven't really figured out how I want to approach it. But like my main focus is this, and then I have a podcast I'm working on, and other than that, like I do the agency, and I do some photography stuff, like I shoot weddings and shoot concerts and do my thing. But Instagram was like honestly like a little bit detrimental to my Instagram, and I don't know, social media was rocked me a little.
Earlier, like I went through a very similar phase.
Yeah.
I didn't. Like, right now, I haven't posted. I think like 2 weeks. Still don't care. Like before, it was like I gotta post every 3 days. It has to be a Wednesday at 2 p.m.
It became too stressful, man. And then people are mean, and I'm just like, I can't deal with this. I'm just one person.
I think if I remember correctly, I think I found out about your work through Petapixel. I think I read an article about.
Oh yeah, I worked them a long time ago.
Yeah. So when I found your work, I was like, this dude's work is really dope, but I really
Thanks,
haven't
man.
seen it like anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this guy's not like on Instagram popping like that. Like he doesn't really post much. I was like, this guy's like a weird vibe. You know? and then I saw pictures like I think, and I might be wrong. Did you have a thing where like people would run into you at concerts and post photos with you or something like that? I feel
oh
like
yeah,
for a while.
we did. I had like this thing called like AE Face, which is the hashtag, and people would run into me and we'd open our eyes really wide and take a picture, and it was like I'd take like hundreds of photos at concerts. It was really fun.
So that's when I got introduced to your work, and I'm like, this guy.
That's like really 6 years ago.
But he's like a weird dude. Like I couldn't understand it. And you try to like decipher everyone through social media, whatever they will put out there.
Yeah.
So I was like, but
I'm not weird. I swear.
Yeah, totally.
You're a healthy amount of weird, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Totally. You got the right amount of weird to have a Twitch channel for photography.
I don't know about Connor though. Connor might be weird. I don't know. He's still. It looks like he's in like the.
Yeah. Damn, he gets it.
Downstairs, hanging out in the basement.
Yeah, I'm on the fringes.
Summer.
Connor's actually in my basement. Yeah, let's go.
I'm hoping to be released sometime soon.
Oh my god.
Having a basement in California is a big deal.
Yeah, having a basement in California. I mean, have you ever seen what's it called? What's the movie? What's the movie about a murderer with Jake Gyllenhaal and? What am I thinking?
Is it the one where he's trying to get the news? Like
yes.
Soccer.
No. What am I thinking of? Oh my God, I'm blanking on it. California. Uh, Murderer they never Zodiac. There we go.
Oh,
Zodiac.
Zodiac.
That was a big part of the case with the basement. It was
So what you're saying is you're gonna murder me in your basement.
I don't have a basement. I live on the 3rd floor, so everything's a basement, I guess. No, not basements here. But yeah, that I don't know. I'm figuring out social media, but I have a lot of stuff to focus on, and I really want to do a good job at it. And social media was a distraction, so I don't use news. I don't use Reddit. I don't use social media. The only thing I listen to on podcasts and follow online is Magic the Gathering stuff, because I play that game a lot. Well, I don't play it anymore because I'm working a lot, but that's my favorite thing.
People
Except
will
for the day.
He's 31. He's playing games now. Like,
yeah. What?
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys some questions.
All right, let's go.
Turn the tables.
Oh, how the turntables.
Oh, right. I do this in any job interview that I've ever done. It's like I'll ask them a question.
Guys, we're having internet troubles. I don't know what's happening. Shh, I'm just kidding. Continue, Armen.
I'm hardline in and everything.
Yeah.
What was I gonna ask? Okay, so during like obviously the global pandemic impacted all of us a lot, and we've been going through like a lot of hard times. I personally have had to like pick up gigs in IT, like get like contract IT gigs.
Sick.
Which is, I mean, that's what my background. I worked at the Apple Store for a while, and then I worked at Disney for a while in IT, and I had a 9 to 5 to get by. And now I find myself in a spot where I have to go back and kind of dig into that for survival mode. When things get back to normal, quote unquote, how do you see yourself doing what you do or doing what you used to do before quarantine, knowing that it's not going to work anymore, things are going to change. Like the world has forever changed, right? Concerts, photography, booking a studio, like all that kind of stuff. I feel like has been changed a lot. It's not going to be the same anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. How do you see yourself going out and just making a living off shooting?
I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh yeah, you gonna use my answer?
Maybe. You don't know.
You thinking? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just gonna copy your homework.
Yeah, I mean, for me, and I'm sure you can relate. Like, I don't really walk into the situation with my own expectation and rules, and then like expect everything to work out. I kind of just walk into the situation and see what's happening, and then kind of find my way around in it. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it in a way where it's like, hey, I don't push for my dreams, but at the same time, I want to like use what is given to me. So, for example, that's why we're here. You know what I mean? Like this started because I literally couldn't go out, and I was like, well, I like teaching, so this is a good way for me to work on the things I want to work on. Talk to people, meet people, be inspired, hang out with Connor, all that kind of stuff is like, that's why we're here. So I don't know, that's my vibe. And people in chat, if you want to answer too, go for it. Like, what are you going to do when it comes back? And I honestly, everything I'm doing right now, I think I'm going to keep doing. Like, I just changed direction because I think it's like a really, I don't know how you feel, but I don't like when the world is like, I don't want to feel restricted. I like to do whatever I want to do. So, yeah, similar to you. You don't want to feel restricted. You want to work. You want to do IT. Do your thing. Make some money.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. What
about you, Connor? Let's freaking go.
Same. Everything else.
Yeah. He pretty much got all the topics I was gonna cover. Like he got it. It's
nailed
cool.
every topic I hit.
Yeah.
So right now I am working like your basic kind of like 9 to 5 job before this hit. So I was already kind of safe with that. Pretty much, it's just simple, and I wasn't threatened by COVID. But I like to think that in any situation there is a positive, there is a silver lining in it. So yes, like COVID hit, concerts are around, and like that is a really big bummer. But I don't think I would have gotten to work with like Adna, who I've looked up to for so long. I would have met so many incredibly people in the chat and been inspired by so many people. So when COVID ends, because it will end, everything will pass. I think one of the things about being at least a content producer these days, not just a photographer, but someone who's putting out video and photo, you have to be adaptable to what's happening. So, I'm just seeing it as a new challenge and something to be like, okay, this is a barrier to where I want to get. Where I want to get for that, I don't know. I want to work in the music industry and be a part of that world. So, this is just, okay, how do I overcome the industry being kind of dead right now? It's just a challenge. It's not going to stop me. It's just, we have to find our way, and along the way, we'll make great friends. I mean, great friends with Adam, Arman. I would love to work with you and be homies with you, and the whole chat. Like, I mean,
I want
I
to hang out with
live.
you. I feel like we got together. And be like, well,
I'd love to work with you and be homies with you. He has a double request there,
Double request. I
I
know.
don't know
I
if
have.
I'm gonna right
But
now I
yeah,
can be homie. I don't have a lot of work coming in, but
Yeah.
when work comes in, I could probably work with you. Yeah, totally.
personal projects. But yeah, I mean,
Right.
taking everything one step at a time, appreciating the people that I'm meeting who are all killer, and baby steps. It's baby steps right now. We'll see what comes after this, because who knows? Like, I keep saying to everyone, 2021, if COVID's like solved, this disappears, I'm gonna call it the party year. 'Cause everyone's gonna be so tired of being inside, so tired of getting just destroyed on social media for just having an opinion, not the wrong opinion, but just an opinion. So I'd like to think that, when stuff opens up, maybe people are just gonna be like, let's just celebrate life, man. Like, let's just have a good time.
It
I mean,
should
we're
be,
doing that already. Let's go.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So look where we're at.
I think Adam's ahead of the curve right now. Like he knows what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like he got the secret sauce. He's tuned in.
We're trying. We're just trying to hang out.
Getting lost in sauce.
Thank
here.
you in chat for everybody for responding too. I read all that.
Right.
Well, Connor was talking about whatever he was talking about. I'm just kidding.
Right.
What'd you say, Armin?
I'm also reading all the responses.
Yeah, it's cool.
We're interacting in live, real time.
Thank you for the question, Armin. We do have to kind of finish up just because that's. I mean,
ask one more quick thing, and then.
Oh yeah, go for it. We could say.
If we were able to take what we're doing currently right now and put it on a platform and have like millions of viewers and people participating and all of that, would that be your dream with this project, or just kind of something that you're just going with and trying to see where it goes?
I mean, there are platforms that exist for it. So I mean, there's like 500 px there or pixels. There's a lot of platforms that exist for photography stuff. I don't think it's anything new. I think the cool part about Twitch and the way we're doing it and the fact that it's on its own platform is that there's kind of a lot of established. I don't know. It's cool. Like to create its own system. Like I've tried to do stuff in the past, and honestly, like migrating people is the hardest part, and it's so many years of like build up and moving over that I kind of like the Twitch vibe. I really do like it. I think that it is kind of like creating a new platform because they don't do it on Twitch. People don't do this much stuff on Twitch, so it is a hard thing. But I do like that. I do like it's not the easiest thing to get into because the people who are here because they care and like they're really passionate about it. So it's a good it's like a good BS filter right off the bat, and and I like that it attracts generally people who are like tech savvy, current with the times. Like it's like a good community of people. Like we don't have like no hate, but like burnt out older photographers who are like dicks to anybody. Like they don't exist here. Like, and they're not welcome. Like if you're an asshole, like just leave. Go find yourself go on a forum or something. I don't know, but it's good vibes here.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe. Why? Well, that's my vibe. What do you think?
I like it. I think I did. In the beginning of quarantine, I had this idea. I wanted to start a podcast, and I have a lot of people that are friends that I've met in the industry and do what we do and other stuff as well. And then I kind of thought to myself, I was like, I don't want to commit to something that's going to become like another where I was with Instagram. Was like, I feel like I have to put something out. I have to get this. And so I just kind of didn't do it. Just not because I got lazy, just because I didn't want to.
You want to do it for the right reasons.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't feel it coming from my heart. So I just kind of put that on the back burner. That's why I'm asking, because this is like a passion project and you brought it to life. And
the podcast is coming, baby.
Right, I love it. And you found Zoom, and then connecting it with Twitch and sharing the screen. You figured it all out. So I feel like
you're in space too, man.
Yeah, I see that. It's a little.
I know. I took like a terrible photo of everybody and put it in there, but I'm working on it.
I love it. Photographers don't usually have the best photos of themselves, so it's.
I know, right?
Hey,
how do you look out of focus? I can show you. Let me take a photo of you. I bet you never have any photos of yourself.
Yeah. Here's my multi-thousand.
Yeah, it's on back button focus. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh.
Just like every photo not in focus. It's like I'm sorry.
I definitely feel the struggle on that one, but look, man, thank you very much for giving me a platform, for taking the time, to kill a couple hours with me here on the stream, talking to people in the chat.
Dude, of course. Thank you for coming.
I really, really appreciate it. Honestly, like you're somebody that has given me their time, and I really respect that because time is valuable and of the essence for a lot of people. So thank you very much. Thank you for bringing me on your platform and giving me a voice.
Of course,
I
bro.
look
Thank
forward
you.
to chatting with you guys again soon. And yeah, I want to talk to you guys about a couple things that I feel like we can help each other out. And
I want to. So when we sign off here, basically, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for saying that. I just want to let you know we're gonna raid somebody's channel. I'm gonna stop streaming, and me, you, and Connor will still be on the call, so you don't have to actually leave yet. But give me a brief second to. You know how raiding works because you use Twitch, right?
yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that to like a really small streamer who's editing right now and just make her night, hopefully.
I love that.
Yeah, everybody say thank you to Armen. Connor, do you want to say anything?
To chat or Armen or all the above.
Anybody, you want to speak to your parents, whatever.
I'm in the chat, by the way. I'm just saying.
Mom and Dad, if you're listening to this. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Love everyone in chat. Thank you all for coming, Armen. Thank you so much for doing this, man. Like your work's super inspirational to me, and it just means a lot that you'd want to do this with us.
Yeah, good vibe. Thank you so much again, man. I appreciate it, and for saying such nice things.
Thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Like, not a lot of people show me love like this, so thank you very, very much.
Hell yeah.
Always,
all right, guys, we are going to raid Pinkero. They were editing photos when I checked 5 minutes ago, so make sure you show them what we're about. Say what's up. We'll put this on YouTube, of course, later as soon as I get caught up. But yeah, say what's up to them. Make their night. I'm gonna hit raid right now. I hope they're still live.
Send it.
And give me 1 second. All right. Ready to raid.
All right.
Do and raid now. I gotta go there too. Let me just get
we are. Yep.
Let me know what she says because I'm not able to get there as fast as you guys.
Raiding with a party of 21, and I see a bunch of your eggheads.
Oh yeah, that's what people are probably doing.
Right. The crew is here.
I gotta stop streaming.
First